Good morning, everyone. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Welcome. Yes, I'm getting ready to do my makeup again, so we're multitasking. Good morning. We're going to be talking about never care for a man more. Okay. If you have fallen into the category of caring about a man more than he cares about you, you probably are a pygmy. Now, it can happen to anyone. Don't worry. But you have to catch yourself and bring it back. Okay. Because some of y'all don't ever realize what you're doing until it's too late. You're never supposed to care for more for a man than they care for you, unless that's your son. Okay, unless it came out your body. So y'all have to remember that, ladies. A lot of women need to hear that because y'all do too much and so much thinking that people are going to do the same for you in return. And that's just not men's nature. Okay. So I really hope that y'all understand that. Hey, in the comments, how are y'all? Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. It's not men's nature to be nurturing, loving, caring, and maternal. And that's what a lot of y'all ladies expect in return for you doing those very things. Men aren't that way. And so you're never going to get the same type of love that you give out to a man from a man because they are not women. So y'all need to understand that. Y'all, love is not the same when it comes to men and women. The way men show their love is to provide, protect, and try to impress you and do the most and make sure you got what you need. Okay? Y'all have to understand that. If a man is trying to show you in any other way besides those ways, he's in his feminine. Okay? And we all know that we have a generation of men out here definitely in their feminine. And we know that. We don't argue with men in their feminine. We ask them to join us. Come join us, sir. Get these tips because we know that you're only one check away from gay for pay. All right. Wonderful. Come on in. All right. If a grown able-bodied man will sit here and argue with a woman about money and how she needs to be the man in the relationship, he's only one check away from being gay for pay. So we're not listening to them. Okay. Real men know what it is. They know they are there to provide and protect and make sure that you have everything you need. Okay. Everything else we don't listen to. It's not worth it. It's not beneficial to us to listen to anyone that has, anything to say about why they can't be a man. Waste of time. Okay. If you can't be a man, sir, I'm sorry. Thank you for letting us know. Now either sit down and take notes and join the team or go find some business. Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. We're not arguing with men that are one check away from being gay for pay. All right. Either join the team or shut up. So, never care more for a man. And because the reason why is if you start to do that, they're not going to be in their full masculine in order to provide and protect for you. I was watching this old school movie last night with my girls. We have themed movie nights. So last night our theme was mermaid. So we watched the movie Splash from the 80s. And if you ever seen that movie, it's really good. Has Tom Hanks in it when he was young. And basically the guy couldn't fall in love with his current girlfriend. He let her go. She moved out. She was beautiful, smart, all this kind of stuff. But he couldn't fall in love with her. He couldn't say I love you. And then all of a sudden he meets this helpless mermaid that can't talk, can't do anything for herself, has no money, needs him in every way. And all of a sudden he could say I love you to her. The movie is called Splash. It's an 80s movie. It's a mermaid movie. So anyway, men like to be the hero. They like to rescue you. They like to be your savior. They like to feel like you need them. You know what I'm saying? And so if you're in a relationship with a man who doesn't feel like you need them, or you can't even need them because they don't have anything, and you like them more and they're not giving you anything, they're literally wondering why you like them if they can't do anything for you. They're literally questioning your sanity. This is why a lot of men pull away when you start to like them more, especially if they're doing nothing. They're like, why does she like me? I do nothing for her. This is crazy. I don't understand. Why is she like this? What's wrong with her that she likes me and I don't have to do a thing for her? So this is why I tell y'all, ladies, if he's not doing the most, you should not like him like that. You know what I'm saying? You should never like him more than he likes you, period. Okay? If you're starting to like someone more than they like you, it's time to get another one. It's time to bounce. It's time to take a break. It's time to find somebody who likes you more than you start to like them, okay? You need to pull back, because that is going to turn them off in a huge, major way. And it's psychological. It has nothing to do with being conscious of them not liking you. It's literally psychological. They want to be the man in the relationship. And so many women have taken away that opportunity from them that they don't even know what to do anymore. That's why they must like you more, and you must make them and allow them to provide for you. Does giving examples of how certain men value you and date the man turn off? Yes, ma'am. Don't talk about other men on dates. Talk about that man right there, or talk about a man and your friend, like your friend's boyfriend. It's better to compare your friend's boyfriend and their relationship than to start talking about other men and you, because it's a complete turn off. Okay. You can be very vague and say, well, I only date providers. That's enough said. You don't have to go any further than that. They understand. Okay. So understand. And you're not supposed to care for them more. That's why they're supposed to call you first, text you first, and walk up to you first, to show that they care more, that they like you more. Okay. If you don't, it means you like them more, and they have, like, they're wondering why. Why is this woman coming up to me? I'm suspicious. Why? If she's beautiful, why is she stepping to me? Like, that's my job. Can I be the man? Then they're going to feel like you're going to do the same thing in the relationship, which is going to emasculate them. So you don't want to walk up to me. You don't want to talk to them first. You just want to be beautiful and demure. Okay. You can be affectionate if you're in a relationship. You know what I mean? But you're not supposed to initiate all the time. Some of y'all are like, my man will never initiate this and that. That's because you're probably always the initiator, or they don't like you. Maybe you step to them first, and now you're understanding why you shouldn't do that. So many women in relationships that don't have a lot of affection from the man, they probably went up to that man first. Okay. So this is another reason why you don't need to be walking up to men first. Sprinkle. You said, do white men approach black women easily? Yeah. If they like what they see, they coming up. Sprinkle. Especially when they've been drinking, especially when they're out and about, especially when you look good. I mean, it just depends. They do it pretty easily from where I am. I live in Texas. You met this 57-year-old, you're 28, he asked you on a date and asked him if he's bringing cash. He canceled the date. Okay, Sephora, well, you did that wrong. Sprinkle. Sorry. That doesn't sound right. I would have canceled too, ma'am. I would have said something like this. Oh, I can't wait for our date tonight. And I can't wait to see what you bring me. And what surprise you're going to bring me. I can't wait. That means it could be flowers, perfume, cash, jewelry, whatever. Then when he gives you whatever, flowers, perfume, cash, whatever, then you can say, oh my gosh, thank you so much. I love a good gift. Then he gives you a gift next time if he brings you flowers the first time. Then after he brings you a gift, then you can say, oh my gosh, I love this so much. So beautiful. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Then you can start talking about cash later. You know, I think you jumped the gun on that one, darling. That was too soon, unless you really don't care. Like, if he was not the one anyway, and you just wanted to get rid of him, perfect. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Yeah. Anyway, let me get these eyebrows on. Looking like who did it and why over here. You said my thoughts on getting a spiritual man. I like to be the dominant spiritual one in the relationship. You know what I mean? So I don't know about that. He's not giving you an allowance this month because he has to pay contractors to fix up his house, and it's a lot of expenses. What do I do? Call the other one, darling. When I tell y'all to have two, this is what I mean. You could have been getting double the whole time. Okay, so ma'am, that's why you need two, because when one doesn't come through, you get the other one to come through, or they should already be coming through, and you'll have two coming through, and it's big, large savings. Okay. I hope you learned your lesson. Go work on another one while he's working on his house. You work on your stuff. Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Y'all keep only thinking y'all need one. You need two or three. If you don't have two or three, don't ask me. I'm telling you right now. You met a man in his 70s, wants to take you out every week and swimming, out to eat. No talk of money yet. Sometimes, girl, I'm not going nowhere with no 70-year-old. Let's not talk about no money, baby. Bye. You can take me out to eat once or twice. And if he's not talking about money after that, I'm done. I'm not finna babysit no old man for free. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Thank you, Al. Girl, you better start talking about Aunt Ethel and money and whatever. You just start talking about now. I'm not finna go swimming with you. Okay. Anyways, yes. Don't do nothing with no old man for free, baby. Like, he needs to come up off some money. You need a swimsuit. You need goggles. You need you need all this. Take you shopping and go swimming. You need something. Just you need to go shopping at least. Come on. You need some cute sandals. You need a cute swimsuit cover. You need all of that, ma'am. Somebody said a canoe. You need a beach bag, sandal. Yes, you got it. Jewelry to go with it. Waterproof makeup. You need all of that, ma'am. Go ahead and get it. Unless he taking you swimming at the country club, ma'am, or he got a mansion. I don't think so. Okay. He said, well, men only want to protect what's going to benefit them other than that no men are not protectors. They protect what they perceive to own. When a man invests heavily into you, they protect you because they're protecting their investment. That's why I say get money. The more money you get from a man, the more they do for you, the more they want to protect you because they're protecting their investments. So if y'all wander around here not asking for nothing and thinking somebody finna protect you, you're not even worth an investment. Why would they risk their lives or risk anything to protect you? They're not protecting you, they're protecting their investment. Okay. When I tell y'all everything is about money, I'm not joking. Unless someone's child needs protecting, wonderful. But if it's a normal person that you're not related to, a significant other, they have to have been invested into. You spent about $7,000 on vacations with his credit card. He keeps calling me. I don't know what to tell him. Tell him thank you. Thank you for sending me on some wonderful vacations. I truly appreciate that. Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. So yeah, when a man is in your life, they're supposed to care for you more. They're supposed to invest in you more, and they will protect you because they're protecting their investments. If you start to switch that around, you're going to see the opposite in effect. You're going to be more protective over them. You're going to be more jealous over them if you care more for them than they do for you. If you don't allow them to invest in you, you're going to be more invested in them emotionally, and it's not going to work in your favor. So get money from them, make them invest in you, and make sure that they like you more. If not, you're going to have issues. Okay. Okay, Shira. Okay, Lauren says, Shira, I married a Dusty, but he's a good dad, though. How do I ensure our son's 4 years old do not get up Dusty? Do I need to leave? I can provide for myself. Ooh, interesting. Why don't you tell your baby daddy or your husband? You say, okay, sorry, he's your husband. Why don't you tell your husband that he needs to be a better example for his son? Because you don't want no Dusty raising his son. Why don't you tell him the truth? So do you want your son to grow up to be broke and dusty like you? You better get on it and be a good example for him. Go get at least 2-3 streams of income. Tell him to go get a second job or something. At least when he asks where daddy is, you could say working instead of gone. Make him get a second job, man. If you don't want to do none of that, then he can still see his kids on the weekend, baby. Ain't no sense of giving them a dusty example as a man, because that's not really a man if he's in his feminine, so it won't even matter anyway. If you leave a Dusty, that man is in his feminine anyway. He ain't doing nothing. He ain't providing. He ain't protecting. So he's already in his feminine. What's the difference of you raising him and him? Nothing. Except you probably more in your masculine than he is. So if he can't get up in his masculine for real, it don't even matter. What kind of father is he going to be teaching his son to be broke and dusty? Oh, thank you, ma'am, for being. I don't see any question there, but thank you, ma'am. Yeah. And that is the very argument I would use while talking to that man. While talking to that man and telling him, look, with or without you, he's getting the feminine example. So you might as well man up. Tell him to go get another job. Ain't nothing wrong with a man having 2 jobs if he can't afford the family that he has. Nothing wrong with it. Okay. Period. He could get another part-time job and have a full-time job. He can do something. He could start a side hustle. He could do something. All right. Mm. Sprinkle, sprinkle. And never care more about a man than you care about yourself and your kids, for real. Y'all be sitting over there taking the worst from these guys, and you are suffering in silence. And see, women are taught to suffer in relationships for free. If you're not suffering, if you're suffering for free, you double done. You know what I'm saying? If that man ain't got no money and you sitting there trying to figure out how to make it work, you've done everything, you know, that's not even worth it. You're not even getting paid to do that now. There's a difference between people that stay with money and stay with dust. Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Said touche. Exactly. Come on. Do better. Mm-hmm. He said, how does a leveled up woman care about her relationship with her provider? Her provider cares about the relationship with her. She is the prize. I don't know how many times I gotta. Why do y'all want to do too much? Step back, man. Let them win you. Let them earn you each day. Y'all want to do too much. That's why y'all don't get what y'all deserve. You don't show them nothing. You show up. I'm here. I ain't go nowhere. All right? That's enough. Baby, your presence is quite enough. Stop trying to do too much. I'm telling you, you do too much. They take it for granted. They don't appreciate it. It's why is she doing all this? Stop. You're the prize. Let them treat you like you're the prize. Stop doing too much. You don't show up. You just show up, baby. Your presence is quite enough. I promise you. You said what? Thanks for the acting tip last time. I forgot I don't have to be so real or reactive because a lot of unwanted male attention. I was annoyed with them. I'll learn to use it to my advantage. Yes, ma'am. Sprinkle. Thank you, girl. Yes, acting is it's going to help a lot of women. Okay. When you act, people can't really tell if they don't know you anyway if you're acting or not. People that know you well can tell if you're acting. But new people, they can't tell if you're acting. They don't know who the real you is. That's the beauty of acting. No one's ever seen you or know you. They don't know if you're acting or if that's who you really are. See? So they're not going to be able to tell unless you're just really bad at acting. Okay. Get. Okay, so yeah, never care for them more. So many pygmishas out there are still angry at themselves for doing too much for their man that never would do anything for them. And it's okay. Forgive yourself, move forward, and don't do it again. I mean, a lot of women need to learn that lesson anyway. Okay. What if your man is providing for another woman, but he provides more for you, especially when he messes up? Girl, I don't care. Because he's not the focus. The money is the focus. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not going to be rolling around on a mattress with somebody else or somebody that's seeing somebody else anyway. So they just literally paying for my presence, and literally that's it. So honestly, they're not going to be rolling around on the mattress with me. They can give you all the money they want, but that's about it. That's probably about it. Okay, so yeah, we're not doing that. But you can keep taking the money, ma'am. Just come up with a bunch of excuses as to why you ain't gonna roll around on the mattress. Because he already got another one for that. So you don't have to do that. Thank you. Okay, let me read some of these. Sorry, y'all, I clicked the wrong button. All right, let me read somebody. How to send signals they can approach when out. Eye contact and a smile. Look at them for a little longer, smile, and let them walk over if they are attracted to you. That's it. You're doing anything else, you might be doing too much. They're not naturally attracted to you enough to walk over to you and introduce themselves. You don't want it. Okay? You don't want it. Not genuine. It's not real. They don't like you more. Okay? That's one of the first signs that they like you more. If they're going to actually approach you in person, risk it all without you having to do too much. Okay? That's it, ma'am. So many of y'all want what you see, but they don't want you. And that's what y'all need to stop doing. Y'all will be out and about. Y'all will see a man y'all won't. They don't see a woman they won't. Get it? So you're not going to get the right treatment from them. They don't want you. They don't see you. They don't want to approach you. You know? So get that out of your mind, first and foremost. If you see a cute man that you like, and they're not seeing the same thing when they look at you, keep it moving, baby. Stop doing all of that. They don't want it. They don't. All right. Thank you. Stop being a pygmy. Let it go. I'm serious. Doing too much looks really bad on a woman's behalf. They're supposed to like you so much that they don't care. They're going to just cross the room for you. They're going to make a fool of themselves. They're going to be like, I don't care what other people think. I just had to come and introduce myself to you and know your name. Like that's the level you need them to be on. Okay. Okay. Thank y'all. Thank y'all for the compliments. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Another thing is like never care for a man more, because when the time comes, if that man don't like you, he's not going to return the favor, because a man, it's very hard for a man to do things for a woman he doesn't like or is not attracted to. Okay. It's very hard for a man to sacrifice his hard-earned money and his time on a woman he don't like or that he is not attracted to. I promise you. So he's not going to treat you the same if he don't like you the same. Not going to treat you like you treating him. Why? Because he can't. He doesn't feel it. He's saving that for the woman he feels attracted to in the future. Okay? This is why when a man asks you to go 50-50, that's how you know he don't like you, because he's saving his money for someone else. You're a placeholder. If your man has the nerve to ask you to go 50-50, he's trying to save for something else. All right. He asked you to be his girlfriend. I want him to pay your tuition. You want him to pay your tuition. So how do I word it? I need him to show that he's in it for the long run. Seeing him again today. Tell him girlfriend. I say, well, girlfriend means something totally different to me than it may mean to you. So you tell me what girlfriend means to you. Let him explain it. Then you explain what girlfriend means to you. Say, okay, well, to me, a girlfriend means that I'm totally off the market to other men. I won't be dating anyone else. I'm financially secure in the relationship. I can definitely come to you for anything that I need. And, and you're going to be able to help and provide. Otherwise, we can just keep dating or be friends. You tell them what girlfriend mean to you, baby. Because girlfriend, to some men, just mean rolling around in a bed for free. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You lie about your age? You're 26, look 20. Girl, that's the same age. Sprinkle, sprinkle. As long as you're legal to drink, you good, baby. Lie all you want. 26 and 22 is the same age, unless you just really live in a rough life. Okay? Unless you're trying to date someone younger than yourself. I don't know. Girl, you're going to have the same driver's license picture. Or when you was 22. Same age. Okay. Your provider is mean to you. How do a lot of what? He do a lot for me, but it's not nice at all. I don't want to be around him. It's negativity. Please give me advice. Tell him to go take some testosterone shots, baby. He's probably moody because his testosterone is dropping. A lot of older men don't know this, but the reason why they're not in a good mood all the time is because they don't have no testosterone, and they're full of mood swings and emotional like a woman. They need some more testosterone. Find some testosterone rich foods and suggest them to him, or suggest testosterone supplements or injections from his doctor, and tell him why you're suggesting it. So you know what, your mood swings could be coming from a low level of testosterone, and I've act like you know what it is, and he'll stop being so moody and mean because he's going to deem it feminine and like he's lacking testosterone. Either he's going to go get it checked out or he's going to check his attitude. Always mess with that ego and that masculinity, and they will shut up. Oh, just tell them they need some testosterone. And if they're old, say, you know, my dad went through the same thing. Just be lying. You know, my dad went through the same thing. He just needed testosterone. Let me help y'all. Go to the doctor, get your testosterone levels back up. You're going to be like, oop. You've been nothing, now he wants effort back. Okay, well, look extra good. That's the effort, baby. When he says, where's the effort? Say, I took extra time to get ready to look better for you. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Switch your hair up. Do something different on yourself. You lost your boyfriend because of a mistake. He found out tactics to keep his money and walk away. Should reach out or let go. Girl, don't ever reach out to a man. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Where's the other one? Replace with richer. Always have your backup. Replace him with a richer man. See why I tell y'all to have a backup? If you had a man friend zoned, you could be on the phone talking to him right now, making plans. Maybe even going on vacation. Where's your friends? Where's your man in the friend zone? Where's your backup? Told y'all to always have a backup, didn't I? Because like, as soon as, look, ain't nothing hurt worse than if they see you on vacation the same weekend they broke up with you. Or the very next weekend. Or they see you at brunch or lunch with some other dude. Look, where's the replacement? You gotta have a backup. You gotta have one, or you need to go find one quick. Is it okay if you only see him for fun, no feelings involved? He pays everything for that day and we don't talk. He's a 44 actor. I'm 23. As long as he's rich and can afford if you get pregnant. If you're gonna roll around on a mattress with him, you better be rich. That's all I say. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You're young. You don't mind being the placeholder. That's fine. Don't be rolling around with it broke. That's all I recommend. What business do you recommend to start to secure the money ASAP while you're young? Anything that has to do with beauty. Get a TikTok shop with beauty products. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You'll be all right. All right. Sorry. Beauty sales. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Women will always buy makeup, hair, jewelry, whatever. Just get it to the right market. I think cleaning products as well. People always got to renew on cleaning products. And you can sell to companies and cleaning services and all that kind of stuff too. I don't know. Who knows? Just buy something people have to keep buying. Invest in a business that people have to keep rebuying, and you'll always have money. Okay. That's why when a woman buys makeup, she's always going to be buying makeup from the same company, different companies. If she really likes something, she's going to buy it more than once, right? This is why all these women that are starting cosmetics companies are becoming billionaires real quick, because women continue to buy makeup all the time. So I would say beauty, makeup, hair, anything that women will repurchase over and over. You said, do women feel secure in a man that has other women if she has other men? Okay. Think about it. If you got a man with other women, then you need to have other men. You'll feel super secure. Okay. Think about it. You feel secure with one man. Imagine having two. You feel protected with one, imagine having two or three. Okay. You feel like you're spoiled with one man, imagine being spoiled by two. There you go. That's the answers. Okay. Make sure you understand that. Stop trying to just do one. You're a woman. You're a natural multitasker. Have more than one. You know, back in the old days, let me tell y'all something because y'all don't know. Back in a long time ago, before patriarchy, women used to have more than one. Women literally used to be worshipped. Period. Any tips to find provider on travel, how to dress? I really wouldn't look for providers on travel. Like, what's the point? They're not going to be able to provide for you long term. They might not be able to buy you a drink or a nice outfit. But I mean, they're traveling. Unless y'all are going to go back to the same city, I don't see the point in finding a provider while traveling. You know what I mean? I don't. Thank you, Tinky Winky. I just think if you want one for the trip, great. But they're not gonna. It's not gonna go anywhere after that. I don't feel. Ask for money. He never give to you. Saw a message with him telling a girl he gonna take her on vacay. My mood switched. She realized. Then started telling me he want us to go on a getaway. How do I get him to spend more money? Tell him you need a bunch of money to go on the vacation. Say, I need to go shopping. I need to pay this. I need to pay that before I go. Otherwise, he's just playing both of y'all. Make sure you get some money out of him or a shopping spree at least. And I'm not really, I don't really suggest going on vacay with guys unless you're in a relationship with them already. You know what I'm saying? Sprinkle, sprinkle. Like, unless he's paying all them bills already, I ain't finna go nowhere with him. Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Especially done paid off some credit card debts and my car and some other stuff. I ain't finna go nowhere with you. Uh-huh. If I don't trust you financially, I'm not going nowhere with you. Uh-huh. Oh. You said they're married? They probably are, but they need some money still, whether they're married or not. Okay. Okay. You said that sounds like a struggle marriage. Not if they're not struggling for money. Y'all have to understand if a man and a woman got married, one, because she's beautiful, two, because he has money, they're not struggling, baby. Okay. She already knew the deal when they got married. That's a huge possibility that that man is going to be talking to other chicks. And he already know that by her being beautiful, that she was going to want to be spoiled and possibly upgrade or talk to another man at the same time as well. People already know this when they agree to get married. They know you look good. They know you got money. They already know the risks involved. Okay. It's not a surprise. They already know the risks. They're not sitting up there losing sleep over it. They already know the risks. All right. They're just trying to figure out what they're going to do on vacation. Are they going to get more out of him for busting him? You know, it's a game. It becomes a game. Uh-huh. Yep. Just get their money, man. Make sure their money is loyal to you. That's the only loyalty that you'll probably ever be able to, be happy, truly happy about is their money loyalty. Yep. that money, baby. And the reason why is because men always go for their highest investment. If the other woman is spending more than you, or he's spending more money on the other woman than you need to catch up. You need to start spending more of his money too. Okay, because men will follow their biggest investment. So you better start spending. If you see that your man is cheating, start spending his money. Sprinkle, sprinkle. It's the only thing you can do that's going to help you. Any tips to find provider on travel? How to dress? Dress cute, but I don't think you should be looking for providers on travel. Okay. I already answered all these questions. All right. Okay. You say even the Bible says men are the prize. The Bible is patriarchy. The Bible is patriarchal. How can a man be a prize? And a wife is worth more than rubies. So, and a man provides for his family. But who is the real prize if he got to go out there and provide? Okay. If a man can't procreate with a woman and create an heir, no one can carry his name or his legacy. He dies with himself. A woman is the prize. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Always. Okay. Well, if y'all want to be the prize, go ahead. Put your tutu on. Get your makeup on. I see some of y'all putting on makeup online. Get ready with me for my date. And the guys be doing the same thing I'm doing right now. Because they the prize. Guys. He said, I've never seen those words in the Bible. Me neither, girl. They just be lying. A man is the prize. Okay. To another man. Which part of the Bible you was reading? Yes, ma'am. You know who the prize is in the relationship? That dude with the long fingernails that be like, Cardo, your dinner's ready. He's the prize in that relationship. That's what a male prize look like. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. Have you read the comments under those videos? They're hilarious. People will be like, I will be gay for this. And all they did was order DoorDash and put it on the plate like I tell y'all to do. You don't be cooking that. They sure know how to plate it and put an apron on. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Men are so dumb they can't tell anyway, girl. Just DoorDash that stuff and put it on a plate. Cook an onion in the kitchen and put on an apron. They don't know. Oh, somebody went to the Bible to find it. Ephesians. What does it say about women in the Bible, though? Shira, your cousin is married and had a baby. She moved down south with a man after I moved down here. She guilt tripping me saying she came down here for me, but I never told her to move or have a baby. Okay, so say, okay, well, I'm sorry you thought that. You're bad. Your mistake. What does she want from you? And why would somebody follow you because you had a baby? That don't make no sense. I don't know. I'll say, well, I never asked you to do that, so you can go back home now. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Mm-hmm. It's like, all right, well, now that we've cleared that up, you can go back home. Good luck to you. The Bible says sin came from a man. Okay. I don't care what the Bible really says. All right. Unless you can use the Bible in a way to get you some money, it doesn't really matter. Now, does it? If people are using the Bible to brainwash you and keep you dumb and docile, then you should be able to use it to get money out of them. If you can't use it for that, then I don't know why you even read it. Okay. Use it for what the people wrote it for. Use it for. Brainwash and control. If you can't control a man into buying you stuff and spending money on you through the Bible, then well, who cares? Use it for what it's for. Manipulation. Okay, we got married right away, got pregnant after 1 month into the marriage a lot. What lots of women pop up after the first baby. Right, got pregnant. My post caught with WI did birth control makes no sense. I don't know, you got nails and you just can't type or what, but this don't make no type of sense. Anyway, all men cheat. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Get your money. Hopefully he's rich. All right. Just get money, man. Make sure he buys you a nice gift, a nice push present, nice car. Make sure you have everything you want if you're going to deal in that relationship. Does it sound like you can't even type no more? Just get money, man. Focus on his money, not him. He's not the prize. His money is the prize. All right. Tips on meeting and dating men outside of your city. Going outside of your city and making sure that if one asks you out, that you're not going to be complaining about traveling outside of your city. Like, if you don't live somewhere, you need to move somewhere so that you don't have to keep driving an hour back and forth from different cities. You know what I mean? Unless it's closer than that. I say get to where you get close to where you want to date and then go date. It's going to be too hard trying to date guys in other cities. Make it easy on yourself. Life's supposed to be easy, not hard. Okay? Make it easy. Plan to start moving if y'all don't live where the type of men that you want are. Start to plan on moving, because a lot of y'all are going to complain about the trip, the drive, this, that. Just go to where the money is, or get closer to it, or get closer to the type of guys that you want to actually deal with. Okay. You're going to have to move eventually anyway if you meet one, right? Mm-hmm. So, he said Jeff Bezos' wife is in it for the money. Most women are in it for the money unless they got a dusty. I mean, who don't want a man with money? That's just a necessary thing. Who wakes up and says, I want a broke man? Nobody. Thank you. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Nobody wakes up and says, give me a good old broke man. No one. Everybody wants a rich man. Or a man that can provide at least. Come on. Nobody wants brokenness. Okay, provider is paying $3,000 rent, says he can't leave his baby mama because her disabled child need him. He has started having physical boundaries with me out of guilt. He slept on my couch. How to get more? Ask him for some furniture. Ask him to pay that car note. Sprinkle. Maybe is he paying all the bills already? Well, ask him to go shopping. Sprinkle. Just keep asking for more. Thank you, Rachel. Thank you, Anna. Just ask for more. He already paying your rent and sleeping on your couch. You can't ask for a shopping spree too? Okay, is online dating a complete waste of time? You've met some wealthy men on there, but I think made a mistake of taking a week to respond. Okay, men are on dating apps to find women to sleep with. Okay, if you're not trying to sleep with them, why are you on there? It's like a menu. You don't want to, like, if you're valuable as a woman, you're not going to be amongst the other desperate women. You're not going to be on a dating app. Okay. If every man who scrolls through that dating app has a chance at you, you're not special. You need to go out where real rich men are in the real world. Is it fair when one partner hides all assets and company and claims no low income during separation? What can the other one do to get some? I don't know. Talk to people that know about this kind of stuff. The best thing I could tell you is you should have been starting a business while you were in that marriage. You know what I'm saying? While you were in that marriage, you should have took his money or took some of your money that he was giving you and started a business, baby. This is why I tell y'all, when y'all don't do for yourselves and y'all start to depend on a man and love them more than you love yourself, this is what happens. Where were you? What were you doing? Why couldn't you start your little online business? You could have sold some lashes, some wigs, some makeup, some jewelry. You could have did a drop ship company. You could have wrote a book and published it on Amazon. You know what I'm saying? There's the best thing you could do now is just to ask them, you know, because if you seek the help of an attorney, that's going to cost you. And if you ain't got no money, and it's gonna, if you can't even get access to his money, how you gonna pay the attorney? You know what I'm saying? Unless you ask him for some money and don't tell him what it's for, I don't know. The best thing I can tell you is, ladies, have your own money and have a backup man just in case anything happens. If you don't understand this by now, after example after example, then I don't know what to tell you. Best thing you can do is tell him and bluff him and say you're going to tell the lawyer and see what happens. And he might have to pay for it, so who knows? Hopefully, he'll just give it to you. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay, yeah. But see, men know how to do those types of things, and they think women are too dumb to figure it out. That's why you need to have your own business and fund it with their money. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. Like I tell y'all, when y'all are married, y'all got access to their credit cards and stuff, but you should be buying inventory, starting a business. Even if y'all ain't married, if y'all just in a relationship, and he gives you his credit card, go do something smart with it. That's what I'll be telling y'all. Okay? Sprinkle, sprinkle. I promise y'all, you'll thank me later once you have your own business. So many women told me that I helped them start their own business just by talking about it, suggesting it, and now they're up and running, making a lot of money, sending me free products. Thank y'all. So, I mean, what's wrong? Why can't y'all do the same thing? Nowadays, starting a business online is as easy as working Instagram. Like literally, if you can set up an Instagram account, you can run an online business. It's that simple. It's literally self-explanatory, and most of them you can run from your phone or a laptop. Oh, what to say when he says he thinks you're using him? Say, oh, you're very observant. If you were useless, why would I have you in my presence? I'm using you for the same reason as you were using me. Or you could say something like, well, why would I have a useless person around? I prefer to call it beneficial. You're very beneficial to my life, and I truly appreciate that. But why would I have a useless person that's non-beneficial in my life? That doesn't make any sense. Then it'll start to make sense to him. Like, you're not going to go and date a broke man, are you? You're not going to go date a man that can't do nothing for you, are you? What kind of woman would you be? The type of woman he can actually afford then and don't want? Wonderful. Ask him, tell him to go date the women that don't want nothing then. So why don't you go find a woman that doesn't want anything from you or doesn't need you? They don't want that. You see, men are stupid because they tell you that you're using them, but then they don't want a woman that don't need them. So just like, well, I'm so sorry. I'm sorry you feel like I'm using you, but I don't really like to deal with people that are not beneficial in my life. But if you want a woman that doesn't need you for anything and doesn't want you for anything, then, you know, what best of luck to you. Basically, you told them to go find Pygmisha. Because they're going to want something from you. They're going to want your time, your energy, you to listen to their trauma dumps and all of that. They're going to want you to hold their hands, call you 20 times a day. They want something. They don't want money. Usually women that don't want money from a man want everything else. They want a ring. They want marriage. They want you to call them 20 times a day. They want you to hold their hand. They want you to be their best friend. They want you to do all this stupid stuff that men don't even like doing. And a man would literally just rather throw money at you than to do all that stuff. Right here, take some money, go away. Thank you. Because they can't figure out why you like them more. Yes, get money. You said he's asking to go out for a drink. Any tips for this date? Make sure it's at a bar, at a nice restaurant, and not just a bar. That way you can order food too. Like as soon as the waiter comes up or the bartender comes up and gets your drink order, he asks if y'all are going to want menus. Say yes. Yes, please. What's he going to do? Tell you no? It's only drinks. Make sure the drinks are at a nice restaurant. At the bar. Don't go to no regular bar. Because he don't have no money to spend. Okay? All right. They think they're slick trying to get away with taking you for a drink. Unless you drink like a fish, it's not gonna cost them a lot. Sprinkle, sprinkle. No coffee dates. Exactly. A drink date is a step up from a coffee date, but it needs to be at an expensive restaurant so that if you want, you can order food. Okay. All right. I said, thanks for practicing what you preach. You're welcome, because there ain't no other way. Okay, what lipstick color? And you used Unethel the other day and it worked like a charm. Congratulations, ma'am. I know that's right. Where am I headed to? Nowhere. I might run an errand, but that's about it. I might have to go to the bank or something like that. We'll see. Or the Best Buy or something like that. I don't know. Hi, Sure. I think I found a provider. He's 41 and I'm 21. Y'all are going on y'all's third date this weekend and you want him to take you shopping. What should I do? Make sure the date is in a shopping center or very close to one. And then get excited when you see something in the window and say, can we go walk around? And then drag them into the stores. Okay. So make sure the date, it's better if you do a daytime date where the shops are still open. If you've already set a nighttime date, then, set up the next date in the daytime near a shopping center or where a bunch of shops are and nice restaurants and stuff like that. And then go walk around before or after. Okay. Okay, your sugar daddy had a habit of wanting new girls and we had a fight and is leave or stay. Ma'am, that's your sugar daddy, not your boyfriend, not your husband. Why are y'all treating these men like husbands and boyfriends? Y'all need to understand the difference. Because see, y'all aren't used to this. Y'all are used to dating, having a boyfriend, and being monogamous and faithful to one man that doesn't do anything for you. This man is doing stuff for you. He's a sugar daddy, not a husband, not a boyfriend. Y'all are not in a committed relationship unless he asks you to be his woman and has taken you 100% off the market, put a ring on your finger, put a house in your name, put a car in your name, and paid it up. I don't know. Stop expecting these men to be y'all's boyfriend. That's not your boyfriend. That's your sugar daddy. And you're supposed to have more than one. Just like they do. They're trying to teach you, but you ain't learning. Look, that's your sugar daddy, not your boyfriend. Have more than one, darling. 2 sugar daddies equals way more money. What if he asks my faith, political belief? Say, I really don't dive into that type of thing. I'm more of a, meditation and peace person. There you go. It's like, oh, I don't really think about those things. I'm for peace, whatever that means. I'm just a girl, basically. Sprinkle. Should you buy a new boyfriend a birthday gift if he pays for everything whenever y'all are together? As long as it doesn't cost more than he's spending on you. Like I would say, like I always do, like if he spends $100, you spend $10 on his gift. Don't do too much. When you do too much, it looks really bad. Okay. So something maybe do a Dollar Tree gift basket. Don't be doing too much for these guys. Okay. If you do too much, they don't respect you. Ever. Don't be doing too much. Do something cute, cheap, and thoughtful. Okay. Something small, but thoughtful. Because if you do too much, he's going to be like, why is she doing all this? You say give him you make him a little Dollar Tree gift basket, man. Put some socks in there, some toothpaste, some deodorant, a blanket, some popcorn, like all his favorite snacks, and make a little cozy basket for him. And put a nice framed photo of yourself. Make some of those like coupons. You know what I mean? Like lovers coupons or something. You don't need to do too much for a man. That's not your job as a woman. You said you cool with the socks. If you're gonna you can do a nice quality sock. If you're just gonna do a pair of socks, do a nice quality sock. If you're gonna do a whole basket, then you can put a little more stuff in there. But if you're just gonna give a pair of socks, make sure there's some good socks. Don't buy no cheap socks. You're only gonna spend the money on one thing. You got Ralph Lauren socks, exactly. Get the little teddy bear socks, or the little polo socks, or something. You say you're not your husband, go to Dollar Tree. Exactly. Okay. So he uses money to buy his gifts. You got mine a $10 crystal, and he cried happy tears. Okay, me. Well, some gifts are more special because they're from the heart. I agree. Okay. I think I'm done. All right, so never care for a man more. Let me tell y'all why another time, because I know some of y'all are new coming in. A man is supposed to want to provide and protect for you. If they feel like you don't really need them and you're treating them like a child or a son, they're going to start acting like that. And they're not going to be as attracted to you because they don't feel like you need them and they can't be the hero in the story. Okay, he was sweet and corny, now became an a-hole. Oh, he was sweet and caring and now became, so you met the real him. Congratulations. Does the real him also have money? Men will put on a facade in the first couple of months. You're not going to meet the real person until you make them mad and ask for some money. Okay, sprinkle, sprinkle. You're not going to meet the real man until you make him mad and ask for some money. You make a man mad and ask for some money, that's the real him, baby. Okay? See if he's going to come through with it when he's mad. That's how you know if he's the one. If you're used to depending on him for certain things, and he's been doing certain things for you for a while, and y'all get in a fight, or you make him mad and you ask him for something because you're in need, and he doesn't come through, he don't like you. He don't want you for the long run. Okay. But see, when a man invests in you, even if you're mad at each other, they will still come through because they don't want you to ask another man. They don't want you to go somewhere else out of anger. They don't want you to go seek elsewhere what you can get from them. They want you to remember who's investing in you. So they will do what you need them to do. Is it okay to be with sugar daddy that want multiple sugar babies around, or should I find the one that appreciates one pretty? You should find both and then deal with the one that's giving you the most and treats you the best. Okay. If you have two, you only got to decide. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Don't let one go until you find another one. Just like a job, baby. Don't let that one go till you find his replacement. Okay. Let me tell you why. Because if you let that one go, you're going to be sad. You're going to be upset. You're going to be mad. You're going to be like, what if I don't ever find another one? You don't let them go. You keep them. You keep collecting money. You find another one on the side. And when you do, your self-esteem and your ego is all boosted up times 2. Right? And you can figure out what you want to do. Or sorry, y'all, I pressed the wrong button. All right. So do what I'm telling y'all. Okay, the man you're seeing is 31, you're 24. He spends money on dates, but you want a provider. I'm kind of shy and nonchalant, which he likes. But how do I just ask, baby? You already been out with a couple of dates with him. He's 31. He know you need money. Just ask. Or bring up Aunt Ethel, the fake aunt that needs your help, and now you need his help. He wants me to convert to a strict path breakup. Girl, I'm not converting to nothing, but converting money. Tell him that's against your religion to convert. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Unless you're just going to fake it till you make it, baby. Then you can always break up with him and go back to doing whatever you do. What's a strict faith? Like, I don't understand. Some people live a strict lifestyle and they're not even religious. I don't know. He used to give you $1K every month, and what? Now he doesn't want to pay your nails? Okay, well, ask the other one, ma'am. Sprinkle, sprinkle. There's nothing I can do if y'all don't have an extra backup spare. That's like driving on the road and talking about my tire went flat and I don't have a spare. Well, I'm sorry for you. You already know what you're supposed to have. Spare. Where's the other one? Okay, if you don't do it, another one will. Just ask them twice. If you don't come through, ask the other one. That's what the other one's for, darling. When he don't come through, y'all gonna learn. Back up. Now, if a man knows that you're cute enough, smart enough to have a backup, he might come through more often because he know you're gonna go get another one. If you look good enough to go ask any random dude for whatever you want and they're gonna give it to you, or some old dude and they're gonna give it to you and you ain't got no problems, and he knows you ain't got no problems getting it from somewhere else, he's most likely gonna give it to you because he knows you know your value. If you ask him for something and he says no and you come back with it from someone else, or lying and saying someone else gave it to you, or you got it for yourself, he know you ain't gonna do that. He knows it's a possibility you got it elsewhere. You know what I'm saying? So if you stay looking cute, like you can get whatever you're asking him for somewhere else, he's more likely gonna give it to you because he know you could go somewhere else and get it real quick. Okay. Telling y'all, stay cute. So let me ask you a question. If you are looking cute, cuter than me, and you go out there and you say, can I have some money? And he says no. It's like, okay, well, I'm just going to go out with my girls then. I'll see you later. He knows what you're going to do. He knows you're going to get some more money from somewhere else. He knows you're going to go meet new people. He knows you're going to find a backup. He already knows you're cute enough to go get a backup. So then he's going to be like, well, where are y'all going? Oh, I don't know. Since I can't get my nails done, we're probably just going to go, hang out for a while, do some lunch, do brunch or whatever. That don't sound too good. Now do it. Hang out. Can't get your nails done, so you're going to go hang out? Wonderful. You're going to be around men instead of around a bunch of women in the nail shop. Wonderful. Get cute. And he's going to be like, wait a minute. You don't have to do that. Here's some money. Go get your nails done. Just to keep you from going out with people you weren't even going to go out with. Because you lied. Just get up and get dressed anyway. So here's the plan. Ask him for some money. If he says no, get up, go get dressed, look beautiful, like you're going to go out. And then it's like, well, since I can't get my nails done, I'm going to hang out with my girls. You know what he going to do? Give you that money. How can you become a better liar? Practice. Stop caring what they think. They're lying to you. Half of them are lying to y'all about their intentions, how long they're going to be there, what they did that day. So who cares? Your sugar daddy is boring. You need an excuse to stop sleeping with him, but to keep your money coming in. Okay. Tell him you don't feel like it. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Or have a nice couple of drinks so he goes right to sleep and doesn't want anything. You get them a little toasty, they'll just be knocked out. They won't be able to do that. Have some drinks. Knock him out. Get him toasty. He'll be asleep. He won't want nothing. Start drinking early. Okay, daytime drinking is for when you don't want to roll around on the mattress. Get him drunk, so by the time y'all get home, he go right to sleep. Okay, your daily offering. If he's not paying, he's not staying. Thank you, Kai. Sprinkle, sprinkle. I'm serious. Daytime drinking will knock them out and they won't want to roll around on the mattress with you because they're going to be knocked out, tired, sleep. Then by the time they wake up, you sleep. Sprinkle, sprinkle. So this is how you plan your day when you don't want to roll around on the mattress with that dude anymore. Get up late, make your Bloody Mary. Start the day early with drinks or a mimosa. Then go to lunch or brunch, drink there. Then go to a bar, drink there, and then bring them home and put them to sleep, and then go do whatever you was going to do. Okay. These self-adhesive lashes only stick a couple of times, so I got to switch them out. You have a backup man, but should I stay with my current boyfriend? He's a provider. You found P video, and he and his coworker sent each other on his phone. Girl, I don't care about none of that stuff. If he's providing, stay until you replace him with another one. Y'all are too sensitive as women. They gonna look at that stuff before, during, and after you, ma'am. Y'all get on my nerves with that P stuff. They're looking at this. They're looking at that. They've been looking at it since they was kids. They're gonna be looking at it when they old. Before, during, and after you. Y'all are too sensitive, man. Just because y'all don't look at it like they do, that don't mean they gonna stop. Just get his money. Talk to the backup and get his money. I'm sure the backup look at it too, baby. The backup looks at it. The boyfriend look at your daddy probably look at it. Stop acting like this is not what guys do. Okay, I'm just being honest because y'all are too much. Like if I was a man, I understand. I'll be like, you know what? These women are too sensitive. How can I trigger them and get them emotionally attached to me, just so I can make a fool out of them? Because some of y'all be doing too much. This is why I stopped doing like one-on-one consultation, because y'all too in y'all feelings attached to the money, not the man. The man is gonna be a man, no matter what. Before, during, and after you, he gonna do what he do. Where's your money? Right? Y'all are concerned about the wrong things. That's why y'all's attention is lost on frivolous things when you should be thinking about money. Trying to attract a man to help launch your writing career, not pay my bills. Self-published. Doing Lux launches, Nordstrom, fresh market galas, classy looking, still only meet older couples, not single men. Out. What are you trying to get a man to do? Promote your book or fund it? Or help you find a publishing company. If you're already self-published and you have 9 books, publishing companies should be contacting you if you're any good. Understand me. Listen to what I say. If you're any good and your book sales are good, publishing companies should be contacting you. You don't need help from another man unless they work in a publishing company. Okay. So I'm going for the money. I can publish and promote myself. Sprinkle. It's good that you want to find someone. Thank you for the donation, but you need to be focused on getting a man with money. If they invest in you first, they will help you. You can't just look for help first and foremost, because then that looks like you're not really interested in them, but you're just interested in their connections and help. You want them to get interested in you first. You want them to invest money in you first, so that when it comes down to something else that you really want, they also will do that for you. So you gotta get them first, interested in you first. And then they'll do whatever you want. And they'll use their connections to help you because they're invested in you and they like you. And it'll be a priority. You know? Mm-hmm. If you're going to galas and stuff, trying to meet men in publishing, and stuff like that, great, wonderful, keep going. They might have a friend that's in publishing, even if they're not in publishing. Just keep meeting all the people you can meet. I'm trying to see what lashes are going to look good today. You have a boyfriend visa, but you put everything on. What? You have a boyfriend visa. But anything I want, but he didn't get me a birthday gift. Should I buy myself something? Of course, buy yourself something. And then tell him it's your birthday present, since he forgot. You remembered. Thank you, ma'am. Okay, you hid the story from him because you was out with someone else. He noticed, but I denied it. He is not talking to me anymore. His money. Should I do? Okay, you got to be smart when you do this. I don't know how many times I got to tell y'all. If y'all aren't 3 steps ahead of these men, don't even try to cheat on them. Don't even try to have another one on the side if you're not 3 steps ahead of them. And if they don't like you, times 10. If these men don't like you way more than you like them, and you're not 5 to 10 to 3 steps ahead of them, then don't cheat, man. You're going to be sloppy with it. If you're going to leave your phone open, if they're not saved under scam likely, don't come and tell me, because I told y'all from the beginning, if you're not smart, don't do this. Okay? The number should be saved under scam likely in a private folder, locked up in your phone. Nobody should be able to see what you're doing. Okay? If you're being that negligent and people find out what you're doing, it's literally your fault. Okay? If you're going to have several, learn how to have several. Okay? Be smart about it. You can't have these men calling your real number. You can't have it out open on your phone. You might need a whole nother separate phone or a whole app where you communicate with them at that's not available and hidden away. Come on. You'll have to be smarter. I know y'all know this. And I always tell y'all, if you're dating a man that doesn't have more money than the next man and you're risking getting caught, that's literally your fault. If your man is providing for you and giving everything you want and you're trying to date some other dude, make sure you're smart about it and they have money too. So in case you do get caught, you just move on to the next one like a smooth transition. Because some of y'all be leaving y'all's phone open, be telling people y'all's passwords, not having them saved under other people's names, and just all out in the open texting, forgetting to delete text. Like, what's up with y'all? You know? Y'all have to treat that very carefully if y'all are going to do it. Even if you don't live with that person, you got to make sure that you're covering all the bases when you're doing that stuff. You said posting men. Yeah. If you're going to post a man, you make sure you said that's your gay friend or something. If you're going to be that dumb. That's my gay friend. Y'all out here trying to make men jealous and just losing money. The only way to make a man jealous is when you leave him and do better. You're not supposed to be making them jealous while you're actually with them collecting money. You can make them jealous when you leave. Or if you look good every time you leave the house, knowing you can go do better, that's the only time. That's the only time. Don't make them jealous by posting other men. They don't want you if you got to do all of that anyway. You know? They don't want you if you got to do all of that and jump through hoops to make them look twice anyway. It's very desperate. New to the game, been played as a fool so many times. I'm so sorry, her high standard. Well, now you're learning. Congratulations. We're going to be doing better. Okay, you got this. What? You said you got this dude by acting all fun and stupid, and now we fight often and don't get gifts as usual. Why are you fighting? That's not your boyfriend. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Y'all shouldn't be fighting your sugar daddies. Y'all, if he ain't paying, then you busy. Get it? You're busy. Aunt Ethel needs you. Y'all are treating these sugar daddies like with an emotional attachment. Y'all are getting too attached to these men and arguing with them. Where's the other one? You're supposed to have more than one sugar daddy. You're not supposed to be emotionally attached. They're supposed to just give you money. Understand? Y'all are treating these men like boyfriends. That's your problem. That's always going to be y'all's problem because y'all always want to do too much. All right? If you want a boyfriend and a sugar daddy, great. Don't get them confused. Because y'all be getting it confused. Y'all don't understand the difference. What are you fighting for? That's just a man that gives you money that you see every now and then with no emotional attachment to. Why are you mad? You getting emotionally attached to a sugar daddy? It's time to get two sugar daddies. Okay? What man is chasing you, offered you money, asked me to give him my terms, what to say? All bills paid, car paid off, all debt paid. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Tell him to financially free you. That's the equivalent of a knight in shining armor and rescuing of today. You know, like back in the old days and in the fairy tales, a man would rush in on a horse and save you. Well, that's the equivalent of it today. Tell him to save you from your debt, your bills, and your future car payments. Okay? Those are the terms. Get me debt free, baby. When you debt free, you can start saving, earning, creating a business, getting 100% profits. If he funds the business or gives you his credit card to shop with, you can go buy you some inventory, et cetera, et cetera. Okay? Let me see. I skipped some. What's man's nature and why can't they love like women? Because they're not women. They're built to provide, protect, and they have testosterone. They're not built to nurture, nourish and pet and treat like an emotional support animal or a baby. That's why. So the way that they show that they love you is by giving you money, providing, and protecting. Okay. They can listen to you and figure out what you want and then go give it and bring it to you. How to enchant 24-year-old rich guy that only has one eye. Okay, get in his peripheral of his one eye and look good. Sprinkle, sprinkle. And sing him a song by Stevie Wonder. All right. There you go. That'll get him. I'm trying to find some lashes, but I didn't like that of them. They weren't doing the job that I need to do. I'm trying to find some that aren't super long. See, I just called to say I love you. I just called to say how much I care. I just called to say I love you. And I mean it from the bottom of my You said what? You just called to say you need some money. All right. Or call them up and see that sing that song by Drake. I got my eye on you. You're everything that I need. I want your high love and emotion endlessly. All right. You got one eye? You gonna like that? You know, he liked that song. You said you can't sing though? Okay, well, you know, record it, auto-tune it, and send it to him. Wait. There you go. Yeah. What? Ask Chat GPT to write a poem. Hilarious. Okay. Does he have one eye, or he have like an eye patch, or is his eye fake? Does he have a fake eye and a real eye? What's happening? Do wealthy men be at pickleball? Yes, ma'am. Early in the morning. See, where I live, they have pickleball clubs, right? And you got to join them. So you need a membership and you have to pay. So that's a sport that you're going to have to pay to play. Mm-hmm. You struggle with jealousy because other girls, what can I do? Okay. If you struggle with jealousy, you struggle with insecurity. You don't think you're good enough. You don't think you're the prize because you're dating men that don't like you 10 times more. So what you need to do is start dating men that like you 10 times more. And all of that will go away. Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. If you're dating men that you like more, you're always going to be jealous of them. Okay. That's just the formula. You got to date men that like you 10 times more. Girl, somebody dating Fetty Wap. Why didn't you just say his name, girl? You trying to be like anonymous? Yeah. If you start dating men that like you times 10, you will never be jealous again. I promise you. It just doesn't go together. So that's an indication of the type of man you're dating. Let me ask you something, ma'am. If you were dating a man that was old, shaking with cataracts, you gonna be jealous of that? That just hands you his wallet? You gonna be jealous of a man that can't even see a woman? You gonna be jealous of a man that's got one foot in the grave, darling? That's how you know you're not dating the right age of man. You're still jealous. You're dating guys that probably look better than you and have more to offer than you do. So I would change the type of target that you go after, that you try to attract. If you're attracting men your same age, that's why you're jealous. Attract somebody that likes you times 10. Attract somebody gross and ugly. Attract someone you're not even attracted to yourself. And how are you going to be jealous of that? You're not, are you? You're going to be jealous of you then, right? Wonderful. I hope y'all are getting it now. All right. She said jealous of girls. Why would you be jealous of girls around some old man and he can't even see them girls. And girls don't even want him. You know what I'm saying? Can't be jealous of someone that there's no one to be jealous of. Switch your target. That's your problem. Okay. I think I put this one on wrong. What to say when he complains why I never text first? Because you're the woman. That's what you say. Because I'm the girl. Ask him if you want to switch genders. All right, that's what you tell him. Because I'm the girl, silly. Do wealthy men like locks or have to get a wig? I don't know, ma'am. Why don't you try both and see what they're attracted to? Do the experiment yourself. Okay. Sorry. Finally got this lash on. Yay for me. Okay. You told me to be ultra feminine. You have, okay. She would told me to be ultra feminine. You have locks and it's been working. Just make sure your style and makeup is ultra feminine. Thank you, ma'am. Yes. I always say do experiments because people are from different places, different parts of the country, but different parts of the world, and it's different everywhere, you know. But if you're feminine, you're always going to be able to pull. Okay. So remember that. Okay. Sorry, I'm trying to get this lash on. How to avoid fights from sugar daddy, even if he starts. Leave. Tell him you gotta go take care of Aunt Ethel. Okay. Like, oh my gosh, Aunt Ethel needs me. I gotta go. Sometimes sugar daddies want to argue and fight with you because they don't have a real companion either, and they're using you to emotionally dump on you. So just don't take it seriously. Like whatever they're saying, just don't even take it seriously. Just be like, okay, got it all out. All right, wonderful. And suggest him some testosterone shots because of mood swings, and tell him your dad had the same problem when he was going through whatever, and he needed testosterone shots. Boost, like, take what you know and use it against him. Say, you're probably just having mood swings because your testosterone level is low. Why don't you go get that checked out? If you blame that, just like how men blame you being upset because it's that time of the month, blame it on their low testosterone levels. Like, you know what? I think your testosterone is low and you really need to get it checked out. I'm really concerned for you. All these mood swings are an indication or a symptom of low testosterone. Tell them that every time they start arguing. Your man is 25, extremely rich. What do you think? I think you need to have a backup one too. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Thank you, King Youre. I think you need a backup as well, because young ones, I don't know how they're going to stick around very long, but you need to be using their money to start your business. And you also need to be having an extra backup man. Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. And now you have triple and double whatever you need. Yeah, I wouldn't really take a 25-year-old seriously just for fun, but always have a backup man. I don't care how old they are or how rich they are. You always need a backup and you always need your own business. Okay. All right. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Mm-hmm. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Y'all always do what I tell y'all. Y'all never have an issue. Ask the women who do what I tell them. One don't come through, the other one will. Okay. So here's the dilemma a lot of y'all women face. Y'all don't know what y'all want right now in life, and y'all are not understanding the assignment. So if you come to my channel because you're looking for a provider man, but you're also struggling with living and doing what you want as a woman, wonderful. But in order to attract the type of man that you want to provide for you, they may want a specific look that you don't even, consider, or that you've never tried. So think about the type of men that you're trying to attract. What type of women are they attracted to? If you're trying to attract them, you're going to have to be attractive to them. You understand? So that is what you need to be doing. Like, some people take dating and freestyling as something that they do in their spare time. And if they meet somebody, they meet somebody. Some people take it as a serious challenge to marry up, level up, get into the lifestyle that they want so that they can, just relax for the rest of their day. So they do what is necessary and they look how they need to look in order to attract the type of man they're trying to attract. And then after they get their bag, they pretty much do what they want. Okay. So y'all have to understand why y'all are doing what you're doing. Okay. Sometimes you got to understand why you're doing what you're doing. It's just like most people in the entertainment business. When they first come out with their first album, they look nothing like what they sound like on their third and fourth album. You know what I'm saying? So it's what you're trying to do, the audience you're trying to pull, the provider you're trying to pull. That's what you need to be able to attract. When you get home and you snatch all of it off and you are your true self, wonderful. But if you're just doing this as a hobby and a maybe, and you're not super serious about it, you're going to tend to want to do what you want to do, whether it's attractive to the type of man you're trying to attract or not. You know what I mean? So it just depends on how serious you are about attracting the type of man you're trying to attract. Because think about this. After you get the bag, you can pretty much do whatever you want. Look however you want. Wear whatever you want. You got the bag already. Don't even matter. Okay? So, understand that. Because a lot of y'all are like, well, I don't want to change myself and I don't want to do this and I don't want to do that. Well, then do and deal with who's attracted to who you are right now. Okay? Your boyfriend is 42, you're 28, he's a millionaire, helps you getting there as well by investing the money you make. He talks about wanting a family. When I am ready, how do I talk about marriage without pushing it? You don't talk about it at all until you get a ring and something in your name. Sprinkle, sprinkle. It's like, oh yeah, well, before I get married, this is the type of ring I like, and I always wanted this, and that. Don't really focus on money or marriage. Don't focus on marriage, excuse me. Don't really focus on marriage, focus on money. Okay, the more a man invests in you, the stronger the chances are of you getting married to him. So keep him investing money. Don't let him distract you with marriage so that you're more nice to him and understanding and not pushing. No, get money. The more they invest, the closer you are to marriage. Okay? The less they invest, the more they save, the further you are from marriage. Understand what I'm saying? Okay. Because some of y'all be just dumb and blindsided by somebody talking about marriage, and then the money stops. If the money don't get bigger, he ain't serious. If the money doesn't increase, he's not serious. So he can talk about marriage all he wants. He need to talk about payment and giving you monies too. Okay. Thank you, ma'am. Because some of these men be bringing up marriage just to save money. Oh, she thinks I'm going to marry her now, so she's not going to want as much because she's going to, she thinks that we're going to get married. No, I want more now. Since I'm going to be your wife, you should want to give me more. So don't let the marriage talk fool you. A lot of people love bomb you and lie to you about all these things. Stay focused on the money, ma'am. You can't lose that way. It's like, oh, great. Wonderful. You're marriage minded. Wonderful. Let's go start looking at houses. Let's go look at cars, neighborhoods. Take him to all the neighborhoods you want to live in. Take him to look at your new car he's about to give you. Don't talk about marriage. Go look at houses and cars. All right. Okay. Okay, how do you go back to that stupid little girl without having to fight? Like it never happened, ma'am. Play dumb. Just tell him you was on your period. I don't know. Lie. Tell him you was off your meds. I don't know. Make up an excuse and go right back to being the stupid chick and having more than one also. It's like, you know what? I'm so sorry. I forgot. We're not in an exclusive relationship. I shouldn't be as concerned with you emotionally. That's my fault. But and plus I was having mood swings. I was telling you was on a diet, you were starving, you was just hangry. Just make up anything and just go back to acting stupid and dumb and get your money. Okay? Stop getting emotionally involved with these dudes. Just get their money. If you can't get their money, then don't even talk to them. Just be busy that day. If you can't act and pretend like whatever they're saying is interesting or you like them and you're really mad at them. If you can't act, then you're not in a good position to have a sugar daddy because you don't know how to deal with them. Okay. Some people are only used to having boyfriends, long term, arguing back and forth, being jealous. No, if you want a sugar daddy, keep them in their place. Y'all are letting them get to your emotions, which is a no-no. Why would you let a sugar daddy get to your emotions? They're just there to provide. How to find a sugar mama, what to put as terms. Girl, oh, sir, I'm sorry. You looking for a sugar mama. Okay, well, like I said, you got to be what they want physically in their eyes. Sugar mamas want something that look good and obeys. If you look good and obey, you're good to go. You got to go find a woman that you would never give a chance if they were broke, like as far as looks are concerned. Then you got to go flirt with them. Call them beautiful, all this kind of stuff. And see if they fall for the okie doke. All right. All right. You say you're not going to obey though, girl. No, I'm talking about the man. You want a sugar mama? You got to act like you will do whatever they say and obey them. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Yeah, y'all need to take the emotions out of it. Y'all are like too emotional, and that's why y'all mess up every time. You say he's in the chat looking for a pick Misha. Okay. You said you have a married sugar daddy who pays for everything, but the S is bad. So, okay. Not everything is perfect, but just get the money, man. Stop sleeping with him, man. Or just put outfits together in your head while he's doing what he do for 2 minutes. I don't know. Some people just be scrolling on their phone during the act. I don't know what to tell you. Said, is it too early to marry a provider after 4 months of dating? Yes, ma'am, it's too early. You don't know that person. Okay. You don't know that person, ma'am. Like, it's very early, and I wouldn't marry nobody I only known for 4 months. Okay. Honestly, it's giving desperation. Okay. Is it better for a provider to keep thinking you are dumb because I have degree? Yes, it's better. Better that they think you're dumb. He is confused to why I am dumb. Just say you're book smart. You don't have common sense. Sprinkle, sprinkle. I'm just a girl, basically. I'm just a girl. I don't know how to do any of that. Just act like you just got book sense only. Okay. At what you learn specifically, because men love dumb women. Men love to shine. They love to feel like the dominant one. They love to feel smart. They love to feel like they know what they're doing. They love to feel like the leader. If you're smarter than them, they're going to be intimidated by you. If you can correct them, if they're everything they do is wrong and you have to correct them and you're smarter than them and you know a little bit more, you're emasculating them. That's why they like dumb women, because it's harder to emasculate a man if you're stupid. Okay. All right. So men are taught that they're the smart, wise, strong provider type, and that's what they want to see reflected in their relationship. So just play the game, play dumb, get the money, because then that's the smartest thing you can do. Okay. And they don't mind. They already know half of y'all are playing dumb. They like it. I promise you. Half of them know you're playing dumb because they like it. They know that you know your place so that they could be masculine in the relationship. But they know if it came down to it, you know what you're doing. You're 21, attractive, and you get plenty of male attention. I struggle to reel in providers. I'm not sure if that's my personality or my approach. How can I draw in and keep a man who invests in me? By doing less. Sprinkle, sprinkle. And plus, you're 21. A lot of men don't take you seriously. It's your age also. Like when men think of a 21-year-old, they don't think of long-term partner. They don't think of woman that they want to marry. They think of fun, you know. If you like honestly, if they can't tell that you're 21 by how you know, carry yourself, how you dress, and all that kind of stuff, they may take you more seriously if you are more mature and classy as a 21-year-old. But as a 21-year-old, people just see you as for fun, especially older men. They only see you for fun. So if you want to be taken more seriously, you need to switch up your wardrobe to a more classy, high-end wardrobe, high class. It doesn't have to be high-end, but high class looking, mature, classy looking wardrobe, more very feminine. You need to use less slang. You need to go to more mature events like galas, like, things like doing rich activities on the rich side of town, stay out of the clubs and stuff like that if you want people to take you more seriously. I don't know if you're in the clubs, but men aren't going to take you as seriously at 21 because 21 is for fun. Okay. You have a boyfriend, 27. He's seeing this other man. What? Oh, you're seeing this other man. Ooh, I was like, he's seeing another man. Okay. You're seeing another man. Okay. The 43 wants commitment, but I don't. Should I agree and still see other people? What does commitment mean to you? Is it all bills paid? Do you still have to work? That's what commitment means to me. You're going to commit to my bills and my finances. So if he's not committing to your bills or your finances, it's a no-go. Okay. If he agrees to pay for all your bills and your finances and you're good with that, wonderful. No ring, you're still single at the same time. So I'm not being in a committed relationship unless they're financially committed to me. That's what y'all need to start doing. They're not paying, they're not staying. Okay. Girlfriend means nothing unless he's the boyfriend to your bills. Okay. Like people want to men especially want to rush into relationships, committed relationships, especially if they don't have to pay no bills. Okay. Because it's all beneficial for them. No, we're not in a relationship until you're in a relationship with these bills. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. You said, why do you want that? Aren't you strong and independent? No, I'm weak and I. Sorry, y'all pressed the wrong button. No, I'm not strong and independent. I need help from about 6 different men. Come on, help me. Everybody put in their money. See what happens. I'm stupid and dumb. I'm just a girl. I missed your chat. Hold on. There's nothing there. Okay. Okay. Your sugar daddy said next time I should pack a spend the night bag. What should I do? He said next time we will talk about it more. I'm 18. He's like 60. Girl, tell him I'm so sorry. I'm unable to do that. I have to take care of my Aunt Ethel. I have to go back and give her medication every day. I can't stay. Bye. Okay, Aunt Ethel to the rescue. Or you can't spend the night. Thank you, ma'am. Okay. Yeah, see other people and make sure your boyfriend is giving you money. I didn't see your chat. I'm so sorry. It's not in there. Unless it is. Hold on, let me see. Yeah. Don't bring no spend the night bag. Aunt Ethel needs you. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You're just here for the therapy. Okay, free agent, sprinkle, sprinkle. Yes. Okay, so some dude saying, I thought you were independent. No, sir, I need money from 5 different men. Okay, make sure y'all are contributing to it. I'm just a girl. All right. Save me, rescue me, pay these bills. I need your help. All right, then. So you got $100 from a guy and y'all started talking today? Wonderful, ma'am. Get your money. Okay. Okay. You said then open your legs, open your wallet first and invest. And then maybe somebody will like you enough to open their legs to you. But if you can't open your wallet first and invest long term, it's not worth it. Okay. Y'all don't go to the car dealership talking about, let me have this car. I ain't got no money though. Mm-mm. Anything that's valuable, you got to invest into it. Okay. If you don't deem women as valuable and you just want to roll around on a mattress, well, go find Pick Misha then. Okay? Nobody want to deal with you if you broke, except for them. Okay. Go date in your price range. Wonderful. Men always get mad. Go date in your price range. I don't know why y'all getting mad. Y'all can still pull Pick Misha. Go pull Pick Misha. Ain't nobody stopping you. Your fiance got into legal baby mama trouble. You so tired. Okay, well then where's the other one? Switch them out. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You always gonna have trouble with him. So that baby is what, 18, 21? All right. Where's your backup in case you get tired of that one? I wouldn't marry anybody that's in legal with legal issues with their baby mama, because then that's gonna be your burden. Don't marry. All right. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Never care for a man more. Okay. You're going to attach yourself financially to that man when you get married. So think about it. Don't marry that man if he's in trouble with his baby mama legally. Nuh-uh. Because then that becomes your responsibility after that. And he should be, I don't know what the situation is, but so 21 is too young to look for a provider. No, it's not too young to look for a provider, but if you're giving off 21 and you're trying to date older men, they're not going to want to deal with you seriously. So y'all don't understand what I'm saying. Okay, think about this. If you're 21, you're dressed classy, you're poised, you're very feminine, you have manners, you can be in the room with anybody. Okay, wonderful. If you're the type of 21-year-old that goes to clubs, that uses slang, that be twerking, they're not going to take you seriously. You have to be a mature 20-year-old that looks like that they can take you to the country club, on the yacht, whatever. Unless you're trying to just find a provider that, wants to exploit you for your age and, uses you just like for fun. What are you trying to attract? Are you trying to attract long-term? Or are you trying to attract fun? Because a man does not see a 21-year-old girl as long-term unless she sees herself that way, unless she sees herself as classy, upper class, serious, long-term material or wife material. If you're still trying to party and you're 21, you're looking for a provider, it's not going to be long-term because you're 21 and you're acting 21. So I'm telling y'all, men only see 20-something-year-old women as for fun. Y'all don't want the same things as 30 and 40-year-old women want. Y'all don't want lifestyle yet. Y'all want to party, and that's why they want y'all, but not seriously. If you start to come off as a woman that wants lifestyle versus just to have fun and party as a 21-year-old, you're probably going to attract more men that want to provide for you long term. So it just depends on what it is you're trying to attract. You already have to dress and act and hang out in the places that are going to tell men what you're looking for. If you're in the bar, if you're in the club, they know you're looking for fun. If you're dressed and you're feminine, you're going to galas, you're going to, country clubs, you're going to play pickleball, they know you're more of a girlfriend material versus a have fun material. You know what I mean? So you got to put yourself out there more seriously if you want to be taken more seriously. Mm-hmm. You said, and they don't like to compare women to cars. Women are like cars, and let me tell you why. Men are visual creatures. They can't drive their car into the restaurant. They can't drive their car into the gala, so they take their woman. Their woman represents them, their wealth, and their status. Okay, that's why men are visual creatures. A man is not going to go into the car dealership if he has a lot of money and say, "Give me the most economical, reliable car," because it's going to not be what they really want. All right. They're going to be like, give me something that says I've arrived. Okay. You told him your friend says bring an empty suitcase. He said, no wonder women like that aren't married. Okay. Well, why are you telling people this? Sprinkle, sprinkle. You're not supposed to be telling all of that. Because then it won't work on him for someone else, Either way, it doesn't matter. Y'all be doing too much. Okay, sprinkle, sprinkle. Thank you anyway. Mm-hmm. You say your sugar daddy is ignoring you because you went to the mall when he said don't go. I just ignore him back till he talked to me. Yep, that's true. Yep. It's like I forgot. It's like, oh my gosh, I forgot. Play done. Okay, y'all got to do better. Okay, so never care for a man more, and that means don't care about his feelings more than you care about yours. If whenever you're deciding to do something or make a move or anything, like for the betterment of yourself, stop considering his feelings before your own. Okay? Because he won't do the same for you. Okay? Stop considering his feelings before you consider your own feelings. Stop trying to feel guilt about something you haven't even done yet. Stop trying to make it feel like, you're doing him wrong when he probably would jump at the chance to do, whatever it is. Stop caring more for them than they care for you. This is going to hold a lot of women back and they don't even realize it. When a man knows that he cares more for you than you do for him, he will fight for you because he's in a vulnerable position and you're still a challenge that he hasn't conquered yet. So this is why some of y'all's men won't fight for you, won't try to get you back, won't try to do the most, won't pay the re-entry fee because you like them too much. Okay, you're not a challenge. They haven't conquered you yet. This is why they give up and go and move on to the next chick because they already conquered you. Blah, boring. They never conquer you. If you are never pleased or 100% satisfied, they will always want to know if they're capable of doing so. All right. So, never care more for a man. Okay. And some of y'all women that call yourselves lover girls, if your man ain't 10 times a lover boy, then you are one time a lover girl. Don't claim that. Don't claim it, because all you're saying is you're a stupid girl. Okay? Oh, I'm a lover girl. I'm a lover. No, you stupid. Don't claim it. Claim that your man likes you 10 times more. Then we can talk. Then he loves you, girl. All right? You said they are pygmishas. Yeah. And you know what? It's totally okay. Let me tell y'all something, pygmishas. Young pygmishas. It's okay because you're young and you haven't figured it out yet. But when you do, look, when you figure it out, you're not going to have to wait long before it all starts to click because of videos like this. You're not going to have to figure it out because people have already helped you figure it out before it even happens. Okay. So whenever something goes down and you're no longer a lover girl, or you see what I'm saying is truth, you could always come back here and do what you got to do and learn what you need to learn. Because you're not supposed to go into life thinking that everything is a certain way, because you're supposed to go in there with high hopes and happiness and wanting to procreate and bring life onto the planet, right? Because if you knew the truth, you might not want to bring life onto this planet like a lot of these women aren't. But if you're focused on your money, you cannot lose. That's why I tell y'all, go for men with money. So even if you do bring life onto the planet, you got money to pay for that life and much, much more. How can you ask for money from Sugar Daddy? We already give only 700 3 times a week. Okay. Tell them it ain't enough. Say, thank you so much for everything that you've done. You're so generous. I don't know how to tell you, but I have, every little bit helps and I really appreciate what you've done for me, but I still need a little bit more just to take care of certain things. Be appreciative of what they gave you, but tell them it's not quite enough and you don't know what to do and you're stressed out about it. If you keep saying that you're stressed out about something and you can't eat and you can't sleep and things like that, if they really like you, they'll help you. Okay? Just be lying, girl. You're going to be eating and sleeping good with multiple sugar daddies stacking your account. They're like, oh, she's so stressed out. Let me relieve this stress. Let me save her. Let me help her. Meanwhile, you knocked out with a full stomach and a full bank account at that. Okay? And you also need more than one if you're already having problems with this one. Not giving you enough. That's an indication that you need to go ahead and secure another sugar daddy. You need about 2 or 3. Okay. So it's okay to be a lover girl. And when you figure it out, as long as you figure it out and not make the same mistake over and over and over, then you're growing, you're learning. And that's good. Because no one wants to face the harsh reality of, what things are really like until they have to. Until something happens to you, you shouldn't until something literally happens to you, in order for you to believe what I'm telling you, you should have a positive attitude, and that's great. But just don't be a fool and don't roll around with nothing broke. That's all I ask of y'all. Don't lay down with nothing broke. That's it. That's the only rule until you figure everything else out. Because let me tell you something. You can be a lover girl all you want. Just don't lay down with nothing broke. And once you figure out things, you'll be thankful I told you that and you followed that at least. Okay? Wonderful. Okay. Because no matter what happens, good or bad, if you lay down with something broke, it's going to be double bad. If it's bad. Sorry. If you lay down with something broke, it's going to be double bad. So Don't do it. Okay. You said treat them mean and keep them keen, as we say in the UK. Okay, Zuzu, sprinkle, sprinkle. That's funny. I like that. Okay. You said broke men mean that they're dumb and can't get money. Exactly. Why would you want to procreate with stupidity? Can't even figure out how to get money. Mm-mm. Think about it like that. That's a wonderful way of thinking about it. If they're too dumb to get money, why would you even roll around on a mattress with a man? All right. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Would you rather be with a white powder dealer or provider for you a close to dusty? I'm not dealing with nobody that's doing nothing illegal. I'm too smart for that. Man, back in the old days, back in the 90s, when I was young, I've seen too much bad things happen to people that dealt with those types of people, and I would never even put myself in that situation ever. Okay. So I'm too smart for that, and I look too good for that. And so should you. You should be too smart and too good for that. Yeah, sprinkle, sprinkle. And I'm going to tell you why. And no shade to anyone that's dealing with that. But I feel like if you love yourself, you would never risk dealing with somebody like that. If you love yourself. So it has to do with self-love. You don't want to put yourself at risk. Okay, ma'am? Sprinkle, sprinkle. All right. If they're smart enough to do that, they're smart enough to run a business, man. Tell them to figure it out. And you know what I mean? Like, don't put yourself in that category. You want to be dealing with people that are on the up and up. Mm-hmm. 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 What? You say you need a man with black card, no criminals. I know that's right. Um, Look, y'all know I've seen a lot in my life. So I'm telling you, stay away from illegal people that are doing illegal things, selling illegal things. Stay away from them, darling. Stay far away. Okay. God don't want me to break into one of my mortician stories now, do you? It might scare you away for real. Just let me tell you. Stay away. If you like your life or you like your freedom, stay away, baby. Okay. You said, please do. Go on, tell us. Mm-mm. You said true crime with Shira. Exactly, Lily. It's literally true crime. Mortician stories. I've told this story so many times. The new ones need to hear it. So when I was a mortician, of course we get Christmas off, but the day after Christmas, I was at work. And I'm like, okay, the day after Christmas, there's 4 bodies back there. I'm like, 4 bodies. And they're all family. All of them family. Yes, it was an execution by the cartel. What? Mm-hmm. They must have been dealing in some illegal activities and the cartel done got them. I'm like, oh my gosh, the cartel done got them. Yes, there's no living family members left. So all their bones were donated. All their organs were donated because there was nobody to claim them. What? Yes. There's no bones in there? No. What do you need me to do? I need you to go fix them up, put some PC pipes where their bones used to be, and sew them up. So I go in there. There's a teenager, a woman, a man, and a child. And because of drug dealing. And so the day after Christmas, I have to walk in there and fix this up, fix these people up, because somebody wanted to be dealing with a dope dealer. Okay. Another case. Somebody was done, somebody was unalived in the drive-through. Just driving through because somebody's boyfriend owed them money. Okay. I don't know. Like, what are y'all doing out here? Stay away from drug dealers, baby. Okay. He said, oh my God, yes. Now, how would you feel listening to the radio with some Christmas music still playing on, stitching up a whole entire family? Just say no. Basically, you better know your man is making his money. Exactly. He said, must be terrible. Well, it was very different. I'll tell you that. I've seen a lot of stuff. That's why when I tell y'all stuff, please listen. All right. This is why I tell y'all to have more than one sugar daddy. If your pride has to suffer, if you have to sit there and beg, it's because you don't have more than one. Okay. If you got two, you ain't got the big one. You just leave that one on red until he come to his senses. Okay. Y'all are sitting here just getting one person. If you can get one, you can get some. Okay. Just think about that. As soon as you get one, you need to be working on the other one. Okay. Don't get all happy and comfortable with just one. You need to start immediately working on the next one and have more than one. Sure, you have a provider husband, but we don't have an intimate relationship. How can you inspire him to desire you sexually? Advice for us married women. And he's gay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. All right, wonderful. You have a lavender marriage. Embrace it. All right. He's gay or his stuff don't work no more. Either way. Either his stuff don't work or he's gay. Just embrace it and go shopping with his money now. Because a lot of times y'all don't realize that y'all's men are gay. Wonderful. If you look good and your man don't want to roll around on the mattress with you, he's gay, man. There ain't no other, unless his stuff stopped working or he's gay. That's the only reason. Okay. Spend his money and take him shopping with you. He probably pick you out some nice shoes. Married, young, no wedding, no, your husband pays all the bills. Okay. Provides, I'm trying to build a savings. How can I get him to give you a ring? Get his credit card and buy yourself a ring. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. Tell him you need to go grocery shopping. Give you the card. I'm gonna go make your favorite meal and then go to the jewelry store. I bought myself a ring. Hope you don't mind since we was married. All right, there you go, ma'am. Lie to him. Be like, I'm finna fix your favorite meal. Get him all excited about it. Get his credit card. Go to the grocery store. But first stop off at the jewelry store. It's like, okay, before I cooked your favorite meal, I stopped off at the jewelry store and got my ring. So men don't keep trying to come up to me, ask me if I'm married or not. So I was sick and tired of it. Every time I go to the grocery store, people be trying to pick me up, talking about, ma'am, are you married? Ma'am, are you married? I figure if I get myself a ring, that's what you need to tell them. I figure if I get myself a ring, they stop asking. You got a problem with that? Great, wonderful. So that's how you do it, ma'am. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You say it's true? Well, then good. Then you don't got to lie. Get his money, get his credit card, get yourself a ring. You are his wife. Go ahead and get it. You say he's not gay. Sometimes I wonder if I'm not his type. He says he's never been an asexual person. Well, maybe he's asexual if he ain't gay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. You know, that's the thing. Some guys are asexual and they don't even like it, period. Just get the money. Go date somebody else. They probably won't even care. Just don't tell them. Okay. If they're not gay, then they're definitely asexual. Just go date someone else. Don't let them know. Don't let them find out. Anyway, like, honestly, I wouldn't feel comfortable with a man that don't want it unless he can't do nothing. You know what I mean? Unless he's medically impaired. I don't feel comfortable with that because why are you here? You know what I mean? Unless they're truly gay, I don't feel comfortable because there's some underlying reasons as to why that man is like that. And I don't want to find out. Honestly, the best thing you can do, maybe his testosterone levels are low. I don't know. Maybe you can buy him some testosterone supplements and put it in his coffee and see what happens. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Go to the health store, go to the vitamin store and see what you can get. All right. If that don't work, it's mental. All right. If you want to check and see if he's gay, dress up like a man and start coming on to him. Get your Earl on. Start talking in a deep voice and dress up like a man and see what he do. All right. Y'all are silly. You should act like it's a prank. A lot of straight men are on Grindr. Ooh. That's why you never need to care more for a man because they be caring for other men too. Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. What if he's a provider man but prefers having an open relationship? Then get his money and get somebody else's money at the same time and be smart about it. If you don't want to sleep with him, don't sleep with him and tell him why. Well, you in an open relationship, I don't roll around on a mattress. That's for y'all. You go get it elsewhere. You can come pay my bills here, but go roll around over there. All right. So, make sure y'all are doing what y'all need to do to get y'all's money up. Stop worrying about them so much. Let me tell y'all something. You know how y'all are asking all these questions and y'all are worried about these men instead of y'all's pockets? Let me tell you something. When that relationship is over, you're going to be mad at yourself that you didn't focus on the money more. I'm telling you now, ask any woman who was in a relationship and they were all emotionally involved with their whoever. And after the relationship ended, they're probably mad at themselves for not getting more out of it. That's why I'm telling y'all now, focus on getting the most out of your relationship financially. Stop worrying about all that other stuff. Okay? Because ain't nothing you're going to be mad at more than not getting more out of the relationship financially when you look back on it. Okay? So you need to start thinking about that now instead of later when it's too late. Get it now. Get it now, because that relationship ain't guaranteed, baby. But that money will stack, build, and create more of itself if you know what you're doing. All right? So stop worrying about him and collect what he's giving you and turn it into something that is going to be beneficial to you. Because after a while, relationships change, feelings change, all of those things change. And if you grow apart, if it doesn't work out, let me tell you something. If you didn't make it work for yourself, you're going to be mad at you. You're going to be mad at yourself, not him, but you. So you need to focus on your money. You need to. So what if he's a gambler? Well, then where's the other one that's not a gambler? Dump him. Why would you be dating a gambler? Sprinkle, sprinkle. They're not finna gamble my money. You can get the gambling. You can get their gambling money and dip out. Don't be in a serious relationship with them. What if he fetishizes your race? Well, fetishize his money, babe. Get his money. Fetishize his money. Okay. Your baby daddy wants you to pay rent. You don't feel comfortable. We haven't gotten along, and he constantly invalidates. Girl, I would be moved out. He's going to have to pay the entire rent, whether you there or not, ma'am. Sprinkle, sprinkle. He's trying to save money to go take another woman out. Tell him no, and if he'd rather be on child support, then let him know. Say no, but you know what? I'm not paying any rent living in a house with a grown, able-bodied man. You be paying the same amount of rent whether I'm here or not. Do you want me to put you on child support? That's what you need to tell him. Have the conversation and check him, because he's acting stupid. He acting like you don't know that he's going to be paying the same amount of rent whether you're there or not. Say, no, sir, I will not be paying any type of rent, but I will put you on child support if that's what you want. Which is more cheap, paying your full rent or me putting your butt on child support? You do the math. What you want to do? He's trying to save money to go get another chick, man. Don't you understand? Why else would he not want to pay the same amount of rent he's going to be paying whether you there or not, to spend on somebody else? Why he going to send the mother of his child out to work to bring him money back when he's supposed to be the man? Okay, you're a placeholder. He don't want you. He's resentful for you. Make him be the man in that relationship by saying, no, absolutely not. I am not giving you the money that you're going to spend whether we here or not. No, sir. Either man up or the government going to help you. Man up. Y'all need to start talking. Hey, Shira, I said a few days ago I was going to see if New Potential would take you shopping. Of course he did. Now I need a store to get cash. Bill pay. Thank you, Goddess. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. Aunt Ethel in the house. Y'all come up with something. You got to go to a funeral. You got to take off work. You need a plane ticket. You need to pay your bills. Your job is cutting back on your hours. Just lie. Make up anything. Lie. But start talking about it before it actually happens. So mention it. You know, I don't have to work so much this week. They cut my hours for some reason. Say that on a text. Then 2 days later, you're like, oh, you know, my Aunt Ethel called. You know, and then 2 days later, I don't know if I'm going to be able to make rent. They keep cutting my hours. Keep building the story so that they can rescue you. All right? Sprinkle, sprinkle. Mention little things here and there so that when you make up the good old big lie, that it makes sense. Everything leads up to the lie. That way it looks like the truth. What if he's willing to pay your full mortgage, but he wants to move in, but works on the road 3 weeks out of a month? So wouldn't see me much. Girl, if he likes you and he's moving in to save money and he's paying your full mortgage and the house is in your name He's gone 3 times a week. I mean, that's not too bad. But is he doing more than just paying mortgage? Like, he need to be paying bills too and giving you spending money, if that's going to be the deal. He's not just going to pay mortgage and be gone. Okay, I'm going to need some extra, you know. I don't know though. I don't know how I feel about that. If it's working financially for you, then great, wonderful. But remember, sometimes men who cannot secure their own mortgage or lease, they may not look good on paper. You know what I mean? So you need to double check all of that stuff. Make sure they're okay on paper before you move them into your house. Okay. Yes. And I really wouldn't move them into my house. We just get a whole nother house, or I don't know how I feel about that. That's very tricky. I would do a lot of research on that man before I let him move in. Anything. You need to be able to pay all the bills and the mortgage and some. And he got to look good on paper, which means he got to legally be able to move in and financially be able to afford all the things that he's putting money towards. That way, you know, he's not trying to, you know, live off of you and your name and your credit. Yes. Okay. Perfect. When he texts, you'll start with damsel in distress looking for gorgeous. Thank you for look. Okay. Thank you, Emily. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay, ma'am. Yes. Always drop little hints and clues. So when you drop the big thing, they're expecting it, or they're invested in the story, you know? Okay. Why do 50-year-old men go back to dating 50-year-old women after we break up? You're 24. I thought men like younger women. They only like younger women to play around with. They want to impress women their own age, but it's very hard. You know what I mean? It's very hard to impress women their own age if they're not able to do more for them. So a man will date a 24-year-old and then go date an older woman that's his same age because he thinks he learned something to impress her. Or he's going to keep trying to impress women his own age, but he's going to play around with women that are younger because they're for fun. If you want a man to take you more seriously in your 20s, you need to spend their money and make them invest. And you have to want the same things as women their own age want. Okay? So I'll tell y'all. Thank you, sprinkle, sprinkle. So if you mature up your standards, they'll probably deal with you longer because they're getting the best of both worlds. They're getting a young woman who wants the same thing as a woman their own age. Mm-hmm. You said some men go older because they need more mental stimulation. Exactly. You gotta be speaking that speak that them old people talk. Cut out the slang. Start talking about lifestyle, travel, things that you want to do, investments, business. That's what they want to hear. They don't want to hear, oh, I went to the club. Oh, this girl, this, she's jealous of me. She's copying me. They don't want to hear all that crap. They want to hear stuff that they're actually interested in. Okay. Think about the things that 20-year-olds talk about versus 50-year-olds. 20-year-olds are talking about their friends, their besties, why their friends are jealous. They're copying me. This girl's trying to steal my man. This girl's talking about, they sound like a reality show that you want to click off of. A 50-year-old woman is talking about vacation, leisure, hobbies. If she has a business, her business, you know, it's more peaceful, less drama, but they still want the money as well. They still like the lifestyle, you know. Let's take the boat out for the weekend. Or, you know, doesn't your friend have a boat? See if we can go out this weekend versus I want to go out to the club and twerk, or, you know, I want to go to the bar and drink, or I want to hang out with my girls and do shots. You know, it's very different. when dating someone older because they don't want to do all those things. And a man doesn't want to do all those things all the time. Maybe once a week, maybe twice a week, but then he wants to go back to something that's, you know, more on his level. Hey, Sheer, I just relocated to DC. You didn't know much old money is out here. Okay, you've been a banker, or you met a banker, a lawyer, and an engineer. All three together have given you almost $10,000 within a month. Thank you. Okay, Desi Daz, sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay, now you're doing it correctly. Wonderful. You see, if you have three, you're going to get a lot more. Thank you, ma'am. Well, good luck to you, ma'am. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Mm-hmm. Takes me on trips, fixes things, known for years, not married, works on road, home for a few days, a month, sees no point in buying a house if but has money to. Okay, make sure he looks good on paper. Make sure his credit is able to buy a house if you wanted one. Make sure he's able to live in all the neighborhoods because he ain't got no criminal record. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Okay? Make sure he's not using your name because he can't get one on his. And I know it makes sense for him to not buy one if he's going to be gone all the time, but make sure he's also legally and financially not taking advantage. Okay? Sprinkle, sprinkle. Mm-hmm. When I say that, I don't know if I have to explain it or like, because y'all don't know these things. Some people can't live in certain areas because of their past and their criminal record. So you need to make sure he's able to, you know what I mean, live in certain places. Because sometimes that's why they can't secure a home or their credit is shot. So you need to make sure you understand all of the above and do the check. And if it checks out, then do what's best for you financially. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. Mm-hmm. You said smart women, no men ain't Well, you know what? If you treat them like they're worth more than that, they'll give you money. And their money is worth more than that. Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. See, I'm not the kind of woman that's going to say, don't deal with men, don't like men, get away from them. I'm going to say, get their money because you're going to get the best of both worlds. A man always follows their investment. A man always treats their investments well or better than they would someone that they're not investing in. You know, women are going to be, straight women are going to be attracted to men. They're going to deal with men. Why not deal with a rich one? That's what I'm trying to tell y'all. Y'all can say y'all don't like men, y'all don't want to deal with them, but at the end of the day, when a dusty tap on your shoulder, you're gonna be so like, oh my gosh, yeah, men are such terrible creatures. And when a dusty tap on your shoulder, you're gonna go for it because you're so starved from from dealing with a man that because you're not dealing with men at all. You need to be dealing with men with money. Okay, that's how some of y'all fall back into the dust trap because y'all stop dealing with men altogether. No, just deal with men with money. Level up to the point to where any man you deal with is going to bring something to you. It's going to benefit you. All right. I'm not dealing with men no more. I'm not doing this. I'm not doing that. Dusty tap you on the shoulder. You fall weak. Fall weak with a man with some money. Let a man on the shoulder tap you with some money. All right. Don't be falling for dust. I'm trying to tell y'all. Okay. Surround yourself. Only add numbers and contacts to your phone of men that have money. No dusty should be in your phone, baby. All right. No dusty should have you in their phone. Get it together. Think about this. Pretend you're just get this in your mind. You only deal with providers. You only deal with men with money. There should be no number saved in your phone of men that don't have money. If you have men in your phone that don't have money, ask yourself, why are they there? What can they do for you? What you gonna call them for? Delete the numbers if they're not beneficial to you financially. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. You say you're dating a man with money, but is not socially competent. Sounds mean, but he's very quiet. It gets boring, but he's very nice and obsessed with me. Should I still have a roster? If you want a roster, if he's doing everything for you 100%, then you need to take some of that money and invest it into yourself. So if you don't want a roster, you still got money coming in from several places, investments, businesses that you're going to start, whatever. But you need a backup plan, whether it's you or another man. Okay, because he might be quiet, he might be nice, he might be socially awkward, but that doesn't mean he's not going to do something in the future that you might not like. You know what I mean? So always have a backup plan or a backup man or both. Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. And even if you don't know what business to start or what to invest in, make sure you're just stacking your money and stacking his money too while you're just sitting there with him. Okay. If you're not growing financially while you're with that man, you should be. That's it. If you're going to settle down with that man, if you're going to get yourself off the roster, then your bank account needs to be going up every week, every month if you're there with him. That's what I'm telling you. Okay, sprinkle, sprinkle. If your bank account isn't increasing every month, every week that you're with that man, you need to add another one back to the roster, or you need to start a business with his money so you're getting 100% profits. It could be an online business that you run yourself. That just from a few emails a day. It could be, you could get a little drop ship company. You could do whatever. You could do a little TikTok shop. Pay for all the inventory with his credit card. You make 100% profit, man. You need to be getting something. If you're not getting something, you're wasting your time. All right. He said, "Do you believe in having male friends?" A lot of people can have male friends as long as it's professional and, you already, understand your position in place. A lot of people can't have male friends, especially if they're close to the same age or very attracted to them. So as long as I think if they're not really your type, I think you're safe. Sprinkle, sprinkle. If you're each other's type, you can't be friends. All right. It'll be too hard to get past the obvious attraction. You said you don't do friendships. You said your boyfriend is very jealous. What should you do? Spend his money, ma'am. If he's not paying all your bills, he don't have no room to be jealous. Okay. If you still clock in and work, that man don't have no way to fix his mouth to be jealous. Okay. What's he jealous of? A man that's gonna come in to pay your bills? He wouldn't be so jealous if he was doing everything for you. Y'all need to understand this. If a man is jealous, he ain't doing enough. Give him some tasks. Give him a list to complete. Okay. Get your little list, get your little paper, list all your bills, how much they cost. A man can't fix his mouth to be jealous of nothing if he ain't paying everything and taking you shopping and doing the most. Okay. How a man is not doing nothing for you gonna be sitting up here trying to be jealous of you? That don't make no good sense. What to do if your date saw you watch your content? Nothing. See how they start acting, then you'll know if they're dusty or not. Most men that have money don't mind my videos. Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. If he dusty, he gonna be mad. Okay. Yeah. If you still clock in and your bank account isn't growing, you shouldn't be with no man that you're claiming as your boyfriend, especially if he's jealous. All right. You need to be jealous of all the women that's getting their bills paid and having somebody claim them That's who need to be jealous. You need to be jealous of all them women who getting their bills paid and they ain't got the clock in and dealing with a man that they're gonna call their boyfriend. If you allow a man to claim you and you call them your boyfriend and nothing is getting paid, who's the dumb one, baby? Mm-mm. Don't claim him and don't let him claim you if he ain't paying for everything. Then he won't have nobody to be jealous of. The only thing he needs to be jealous of is a man with money that's gonna take you from him. You wouldn't have to be jealous if he was paying for everything. I promise you. Get a man to pay for everything and he'll be less jealous. Men are only jealous when they know that they don't deserve you. They know that you can replace them in a heartbeat because they ain't doing enough. So obviously you're telling me that man ain't doing enough for you if he's jealous. Time to replace him, baby. Okay. And if you're afraid to replace him, Aunt Ethel to the rescue, baby. I have to go live with my Aunt Ethel. I have to take care of this lady. She said she'll pay all my bills if I help her. He ain't fit to do it. So he gonna let you go ahead and go to Aunt Ethel. Really, you're just y'all keep pushing the wrong button. Really, you're just gonna be breaking up with him. And if he tries to do anything crazy, just get a restraining order. Put him back in their broke place. Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. I don't see how y'all allow these men to have this kind of power. And I don't even see how y'all claim them if they're not claiming all your bills. I would never call a man my boyfriend unless he claiming every bill that I have. Can't do it. Who is that? Some dude who haven't reached standards yet. So he's jealous he don't allow you to work. You pay everything with his card. Well, then pay for a business with his card, man. Where's your inventory? Where's your online business? You can't work, but you can own a business if he giving you his credit card. How many times I got to tell y'all this? Go online, buy you a drop ship company, buy you a TikTok store, buy you some inventory, have it shipped on in, have it shipped somewhere, make somebody ship it out. If you can't ship it out, use his credit card to build yourself. You can buy inventory on a credit card. You sitting there with all the answers that I keep giving y'all and not knowing what to do. Then when you make enough money, be out or get another one. What if you got a Dusty hooked and stressed? What happens when a Dusty cracks because you won't give in? Ask him for some money and he'll just leave you alone. Sprinkle. If you ask a Dusty for what he cannot do, he will dismiss himself. All right? That's all you got to do. Just keep asking a Dusty for money. He will leave. You pulled away from a guy who was treating you well because you felt unsure if he was providing, and now he hasn't reached out. Did I mess up? No. If he wasn't providing, you didn't lose nothing. Sprinkle. How you lost something that it never gave you anything? Okay. You don't lose nothing unless you lose what they provided. Did they ever provide for you? Then you lost nothing. Okay. Sprinkle. You lost nothing but time. You can't get that back. So, a provider is going to let you know straight up that they provide by providing. You say, I'm smart, so I spend money for opening store. Yes, ma'am. Get online, get on TikTok, buy you some inventory, go get on them wholesale company shops, go to AliExpress, Alibaba, buy you a bunch of bulk inventory with his credit card, ma'am. Personalize it, put your name or your brand on it, or do whatever you got to do, ma'am. I don't care. But use that card to level yourself up. If he's jealous, if he's jealous and he won't let you do nothing, at least start your business and get money. So when you're tired of him, you could be done. Okay. You don't go in and leave with less. You go in and leave with more. Hmm? You say you only rolling on a mattress once a year? You say he supports you, but you're happy about that. Wonderful. Also have a backup plan or a backup man. Because you know when you're driving in a car and them four tires are supporting you and one gives out, you're gonna need an extra one. All right. Always be prepared. Mm-hmm. You said, do you think some people are capable of not being entrepreneurs? If you're capable of scrolling on TikTok all day, you're capable of being an entrepreneur. Sprinkle, sprinkle. It's the same thing. If you check your email every day, if you know how to put in orders on Amazon and you scroll all day and you post all day, you're an entrepreneur, but you don't have nothing to sell. Okay? Sprinkle, sprinkle. Some of y'all don't even know how easy it is. If you're posting these days, what if you posted your product? If you're taking pictures and doing TikToks all day, what if that TikTok included a product? If you're answering emails, what if that's customer service? You know what I'm saying? If you're putting in orders on a website, what if that's putting in orders to your drop shipper? If you're shopping all day, what if you're shopping for other people to purchase your products at a higher price? You already an entrepreneur, fool. You just ain't making no money off of it and you're not putting it together all in one place. Okay? Because that's literally all it is. If you like to shop, if you like to scroll on TikTok and Instagram, if you like to buy stuff, you're an entrepreneur. You just don't know it. If you like to write, if you know how to use Chat GPT, you can write a book without even writing a book. If you smart, you are an entrepreneur naturally. Some people just are afraid of success and afraid of responsibility because they don't trust themselves. And if you don't trust yourself and understand that you'll never be free unless you don't have a boss, you're always going to have problems. Always going to have problems. Okay. If you rather clock in and have somebody tell you what to do for the rest of your life, don't complain. How to deal with pick me from making you feel bad. Don't deal with them. It's literally their projection of how they feel about themselves. Sprinkle, sprinkle. I'm telling you, I have several businesses online. It's the same thing as shopping, scrolling, and posting. Literally, it's the same thing. Everything you do in your everyday life is what you do as an entrepreneur if you have an online store. You shop, you post, you put in orders like you're shopping at a store online. It's literally it. Very easy. Mm-hmm. So you don't want to clock in forever? You shouldn't. Because you could take vacations whenever you want. You go and do whatever you want. You ain't got to ask for no time off. You ain't got to ask to go to the doctor. You ain't got to ask to go to the restroom. You know what I'm saying? You're free. All right. You got to ask your boss to go to the restroom. Something is not right. You're a grown, able-bodied person. If you got to ask if you got to ask for permission to do what you want to do in life, I don't like that. So, like, that's why I say start your own business if you're able to, especially on another man's dime. Mm-hmm. Think about that. You dating some old man, he give you his credit card. What you gonna go do with it? Financially secure yourself by starting you a couple of businesses. Mm-hmm. Online, all you got to do is click a couple of buttons for a few minutes a day, and you got money coming in. That's literally it. Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. So anyway, never care more for a man because they don't care that much for you. And They're supposed to care more for you, actually. If you are in a marriage or in a relationship, they're supposed to care more for you because they're supposed to be the masculine one, the provider and the protector. So there's no reason for you to have to care more for them. That's their job. You're supposed to be taken care of, comfortable, and all of those things. If you're not that in your relationship, work towards having that. Make sure he can provide that. All right. I'm getting ready to wrap it up. Okay. You're a business idea who don't have no money to invest. Poshmark. Take all your stuff and sell it, or buy small things and sell it on Poshmark. Start off small. You don't need no money to start a Poshmark. All you need is a phone and a printer. Okay. And a little packaging. You can get free packaging at the post office. All you need is a phone and a little $40 printer. Start by selling all the stuff you don't want. Start by selling small things. They have a boutique area on there where you can sell new products. Start off small and grow. Okay. That's how I started off one of my businesses on Poshmark. It's literally it. Just keep going and advertise your stuff, advertise your brand, advertise your store. Link it every time you post something on Instagram, TikTok, whatever. Put it in your bio, everything. Every time you do something, link. That's it. What did I sell? Cosmetics, makeup, Level Up Cosmetics. Still have it. I switched to Shopify, and because it got too big for Poshmark. I sell makeup. I don't really advertise as much right now because I'm going to revamp it very soon with my daughters. But yeah, I used to have like lots of orders every day, but I kind of slowed it down because like here's one of my lip glosses, Level Up Cosmetics. This is in the color Fantasy. And yeah, I have powder, contour, highlighter. I have a lot of stuff. I have journals, and I have a lot of stuff. I'm going to revamp it when my daughters are more involved because we're going to come up with new stuff together. The best thing to do is your own research. You're going to learn so much more, and it's going to feel like you're putting effort into it already. You know, the more effort you put into something, the more likely you're going to actually take steps towards it. So you can listen to a video all day, but unless you are actually doing the actual research and writing stuff down or saving notes or links and stuff and making moves towards it, you're no closer to it. So start doing your own research today. Okay, you don't need permission. Just start. Don't even matter. Just start. Start with something. You ain't got no money, start off with what you got. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay, you're from Turkey and you're married, but he's from the States. What, working in UK, and you was there after marriage. Now we moved to Italy. His finances are not going well, but he always provided. What should I do now? Girl, if you got somebody hopping around that much, if they not super rich, why did you marry him? You know, were they a millionaire, a multimillionaire? I'm not doing all of that. I'm not moving here from there to there unless you like super secured. You know what I mean? Honestly, I'm not following no man across the globe unless he puts millions into my bank account. Sprinkle, sprinkle. I don't know why. I don't know if he did or not, but he needs to. A man that you follow halfway around the world needs to be putting money in your bank account, like millions, for you to be doing that. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You know what I mean? I never understood women who followed men around that weren't multimillionaires. Thank you, Sultry Sag. Sprinkle, sprinkle. There's no message there. You should never follow a man around unless he has money and he puts in your account. Okay? So the best thing I can tell you is either go back home to where the money is, or if there is money at your house, like your family, because you can't stay with a broke man. They're just going to take you down with them. Okay? So either motivate him to get up and go get some more money, or return back to your homeland and be done. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay, because a man is only as broke as his wife allows him to be. If you ain't pushing him to get nothing, you ain't pushing him to do better, if you ain't threatening to leave his broke self, then you're not doing your job as a wife. All right? Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. Maybe y'all need to relocate somewhere where there's more money. I don't know. But you need to make him do something, or you're going to be gone. We said, no more Barbara the Builder. Oop. You said how to make money. You're 20. Well, when I was young, they didn't have like social media online when I was 20, but I still figured out how to make money, child. Well, there's social media. All you got to do is get a TikTok shop, literally. Get a TikTok shop, buy some stuff online, have it shipped over here, buy you some little packaging or get free packaging from the post office, and advertise your stuff and ship it out. All right. When I was 20, we didn't have TikTok. We didn't have Etsy. We had to go to fairs. We had to pay $40 for a table to sit at a convention and sell stuff. We had to sell to our friends, family, and people in workplaces and stuff like that. Y'all have it too easy. Figure it out. Girl, I made soap. I made jewelry. I made everything. Like, I was very crafty. I made soap, jewelry, candles, and I made a lot of money. I used to make pie, like soaps. No, I used to make candles that look like pies. I'm very artsy. I used to paint murals on business walls when I was like in my teens and in my 20s, like young 20s, 20, 19. I used to do all that. I'm very artistic. I used to make money all the time. Okay. I used to do tarot card readings when I was in junior high school. I'd go into school with $2 and come out with 20 every day. Sprinkle, sprinkle. I told y'all, I'd go to school with my lunch money. I'd go to the grocery store before school started. I'd buy a giant economy packs of gum. I'd sell them each for $1. Then I'd take that money and I'd do tarot card readings at lunch for $2. And I would take everybody's money. All right. So I go in with $2, come out with 20. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You give me $2, I'm coming home with 20. All right. You got to have that mindset in life if you want to get money. Okay. Yep. If you're a business-minded woman, you're always going to be rich. Okay? Because nothing can hold you back. If you're with a man that has money, you're going to use his money to make you richer. Okay? You got to have it in your mind first. You got to say, I'm going in and I'm coming out with the most. That's what you do. When you see a man, you should see his wallet first. Money. I know that sounds bad, but it's good for you. Bad for him, good for you. All right. Do you think a wealthy man will date someone who is educated but not as wealthy? Yes, ma'am. Sprinkle, sprinkle. They do every day. Men like dumb, stupid women. If you're smarter than them, what do they need you for? To make them look bad? All right. You can act dumb and really be smarter than them, and that's the true win. You act dumb and really be smarter than them, you win, because you can get their money. Mm-hmm. You said you can't outsmart a man. I already have several times over. I'm so smart they don't even know I outsmarted them. That's how smart I am. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. You said even Eve outsmarted Adam. Sure did. You said your man works too much, don't want no committed relationship, but is so far very relationship type. Man, I don't care about words. I care about money. Is your bank account growing? Is the relationship with your bank account good? If not, we don't care about what he doing. Understand that. Y'all keep looking for titles. Y'all keep looking for commitment. Look for some money, because that's the only thing that's going to stick. All right. A man goes where his investment goes. If he ain't invested in you, you're not going to be long term. You're not going to be no commitment, because he ain't committing no investment for you. If his money goes into your account every month and your account is getting built up and built up and built up, he's more likely to invest and commit to you. Why? Because that's where his money's going. If you don't want nothing from him, if you going 50-50, if he's not doing the most for you, why should he commit to you? Okay. Spend his money, ma'am. Buy your business. Don't worry about him. Worry about yourself. When you don't want him, that's when they want you. When you ain't worried about commitment, that's when they start worrying about commitment. All right. You steady taking their money and you're not claiming them, they're going to wonder why. Then they go try to claim you. Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. Don't claim no man that's not claiming your bills. Don't claim no man that's not stacking your account. Okay. If y'all doing that, y'all are dumb. Some women just want to say they have a man because they don't feel like they're worthy unless they are attached to a man. Let me tell you something. If your man don't have no money, you ain't worthy anyway. You ain't worthy of him. He ain't worthy of you if he can't provide. So it's better to brag on a man that has money than brag on a man just for being a man. Oh, look, I got a man. Okay, well, where's his money? We don't care what you got. Do he got some money? Is he giving it to you? Then stop bragging. Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Having a man is literally like having an idea that you can't do nothing with and can't make no money with. Unless you could make some money off of it, we don't care. We don't want to hear about it. Thank you. Okay, y'all know them dusties that got all these money making ideas but can't do nothing with it, but just talk about it. It's the same thing as having a useless man. You have an idea, but you can't make it make money. Coulda, shoulda, woulda. Don't even claim a man if he's not claiming them bills, ma'am. If he's not claiming your bills, do not claim him. How about that? He's not your man until your bills are paid, till he claiming them bills. Don't claim them. And the reason why you can't claim him if he's not paying all your bills is because he's leaving room for another man to come in and volunteer to pay the rest of them bills or all of them together. What you gonna say? No, I'm gonna stay with my dust. No, you're like, come on in, may the best man win. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. Y'all over here claiming dust. It's not cute. Mm-hmm. They're not claiming y'all, guarantee that. All right. Y'all over here claiming dust, ain't nowhere to be found on their social medias. They say stuff like, you never loved me for real, do you? Oh, you never loved my bills. Of course not. Why would I love you if you can't provide? That don't make no sense. I would just correct them. I can't love you unless you love me, and you need to pay them bills. Okay? A man's supposed to prove himself, not a woman. Mm-hmm. You never loved to provide for me. You never loved to protect and provide for me. So how could I love you? You were useless to me. How are you supposed to love something useless? That don't make no sense. Well, thank you for being a useless Dusty. I'm not supposed to love that? No thanks. What am I supposed to love about it? How useless it is? Okay. Uh-huh. What if an old man keep texting you, how was my day? Like consistently every day? Say could be better and then send a Cash App, Venmo, or PayPal request. Or you know what I'm saying? Say could have been better. And then send that request. Consistently. Mm-hmm. So your boyfriend broke up with you. He was a student. You're 21. He said, I only cared about his money and that the only thing I deserved is a transactional relationship with an old man. It's harsh. No, it's not. It's the truth. What a 20-year-old man gonna do with you? Besides look at you and want something for free. If you're in college, if you're in school and you want a man to provide, then you're supposed to be dating an older man. The young man don't have the money to provide unless he comes from money. Okay? You knew that. You already knew that. You expect a 21-year-old to have the money of a 50-year-old? That's not gonna happen. Unless he go get it from his daddy. Okay? You that's why you're supposed to date more than one. You're supposed to date him and the old man. Okay? And if he was broke, don't roll around on the mattress with the broke one. The old man that's spending money, that's paying your tuition, buying your books, putting money in your account, did go date the young one for fun when the old one go to sleep. But make sure you don't roll around on the mattress and get pregnant by the young one, okay? Y'all know how to do this. Y'all know how to do this. Like y'all are so young, and I only want to be faithful to one man that they can't do anything for me. Good for y'all. That's what y'all do in high school. That's teenage love. When you get into the real world, stuff costs money, man. You can't be rolling around on a mattress and looking in somebody's eyes who's useless to you financially and non-beneficial. Okay? The real world is not the same as high school. It's not the same as puppy love. The real world, no romance without finance. Okay? And he's gonna learn that. He already know that. You taught him. Sprinkle, sprinkle. If someone wants to send me a private message, y'all need to join my Patreon tier 2 and up. And you can message me there in the messenger section, and I will write you back within 1 or 2 days. I'm gonna link my PayPal. I mean, not my PayPal, my Patreon. They both start with pay. Okay, my Patreon link is here. You'll join tier 2 and up, which will allow you to message me. If you want to receive a handwritten card from me every month, join the mail out tier or the VIP tier, and you also get access to a little bit more. All right. If you join tier 2 and up, you should have access to PDF books as well as all the posts, the journaling prompts, and the ability to personally message me. Y'all go ahead and join the Patreon. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. He said he 57 trying to trap you with a baby. He better trap you with a ring and a marriage license. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Mm-hmm. He said, do my girls have Labubu dolls? No, they won't even let me get one. I saw a fake one. They said, no, you can't even have a fake one. No, they won't let me have it. I said, so unless somebody send me one for free, I guess I have to wait. Yeah, the one-on-one consultations is only available to my mail out or VIP tier on the Patreon. They'll have to message me and ask for one, and then it's an additional cost. I did. This girl I gave advice to is saying she got him, but he old. I said, is he shaking? Is he say shaking with cataracts? Okay. You said we had troll dolls in the 90s. Yeah, there's like the troll dolls or the little Furbies or the gremlins, you know. You said, why can't I have one? My kids, they don't allow me to have certain things. They're like, no, mom, you can't have that. No, mom, you can't do that. You can't wear that when you're out with us. Lafufu is the fake one. You said, why? Because they're teenagers. And you know, when you hang out with teenagers, they're like, no, mom, we're not going to be seen in public with you wearing that. No, mom, you're too old for that. No, mom, that's too trendy for you. They won't even let me wear sequins. No, mom, it's daytime. You can't put on that sequins. Even if it's just a tank top, no. Mm, they don't want me to look crazy. So I'm trying to help, let them help me. Girl, what's his name? I know. This girl's from a long time ago. She dealing with some old dude. All right. They got your back. Yeah. They won't let me look a certain way. Mm-hmm. He said, do I hang out without him? Very rarely. We do mostly everything together. He keeps staring at other women and it makes me so insecure. What can I do? Stare at other men's cars that have nicer cars than he does, or richer older men. Like, why y'all can't get jealous of men looking at other women when you are able to pull other men probably much easier than they're able to pull women. See, that's what y'all don't understand. Y'all have a higher chance in pulling a man with money to spend on you than he has of pulling whatever girl he's looking at. Y'all need to step back into reality. I need to step back into reality. Understand? Your chances of securing an old rich man to spend money on you is higher than him getting that girl. Okay? He said when he looks at other women walk into Cartier. Like, the funny thing is, that never ever bothered me in any relationship I was in. I did not care if you look at that other women, because I dang sure gonna be looking at other men's wallets. It don't gonna make me mad because I'm gaining while he's potentially might lose or might not even have a chance. Like, y'all gotta think bigger. Your chances of getting a man with more money is higher than his chances of getting that girl. Why are you jealous? Let him look. It's the same thing as you looking at jewelry you can't afford, or you looking at stuff you ain't gonna buy. Thank y'all. I appreciate y'all. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Yeah, they do enjoy hanging out with me. They're almost grown. They're teenagers. So, and they're mature teenagers too. They're not like little ditsies. I mean, I raised them. So, okay. I got ready with this look as we just watched the whole beginning of the video and y'all see me put this makeup on. All right. Yeah, just start the video from start. Y'all see me put the makeup on. Okay. I gotta go. I gotta wrap it up. Thank y'all, everybody who donated. Remember, if y'all are trying to communicate with me one-on-one, join tier 2 and up of the Patreon, and y'all can message me and I will message y'all back in a few days or same day, depending on when I check it. You will have access to all the stuff like when I approve you. So just be patient for 1 or 2 days, or it might be the same day. You never know. But definitely join the Patreon and message me if y'all don't want all your business out here. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You can write a little bit more, but don't go overboard because I'm not reading no book. Mm-hmm. All right. Let's. What? Thank you, Miss Sweetie Shorty. You like this hair makeup? I did the makeup while I was on, and all the products I use probably are listed in the beauty Amazon link. I think it's the third link, maybe. You can find all the products that I used. Okay. Y'all have a great, wonderful rest of your day. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Thank y'all, everybody who donated. Thank y'all to the members. Thank y'all for the Patreon members as well. And I'll see y'all soon. Bye.